They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
You can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment and, oh, you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect that of the staff and management of Good Karma Brands, but are the sole responsibility of the host and guests of this particular show.
America may have many, many days, but they will be full of trouble. There will be no rest. There will be no tranquility in this country until the nation comes to terms with our problems.
Bringing you social and political commentary from his mouth to your ears, breaking down the issues which matter to you.
You are not put here to be a white man's footstool. You are put here to represent the very best in God's word.
Legendary civil rights icon, the Reverend Jesse Jackson in the studio. Reverend Jackson, how are you?
Mr. Sherwin, good morning on this chilly Milwaukee morning.
And I am pleased to have one of the founding members of the Black Panther Party, Chairman Bobby Seale. Mr. Chairman, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing just fine. Thank you.
To Mr. Eric Holder. Mr. Holder, so good to see you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, man. How you been? It's been a long time. Haven't seen you for a while.
The Dr. Cornell West. Dr. West, how are you, sir?
My dear brother, you're so kind, you're so generous, man, but I salute you and the work that you were doing there. Doing a magnificent job there in Wisconsin.
Stream live on 1017thetruth.com. Call in with your questions or comments. 833-212-1017. Join us on social media at 1017 The Truth. It may not be what you expect to hear, but I will definitely give you what you need to know. Are you ready for the truth?
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Sherwin Hughes.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Today is Halloween. That means it's October 31, 2023. Hold on. Did Kyle leave the studio? I want to test something out. Is he in there? Here, let me see something. Let me see. Everybody, hold on. We're going to get to the show in a minute. Hold on. Oh, it's not working. Benjamin, I can dial out from this phone. So if I hit the line button, do I do area code 1 plus area code? Okay. And then dun. Okay. And then hit the arrow button. Okay. It looks like it's doing something. I can't hear anything. Can you hear anything? Benjamin, let me try calling you. So when the person picks up, the way I just did this right, I wish they would pick up. What happened to it? Unplug my damn. Oh, there we go. How'd you get it to? Okay. So this is perfect. Because we're going to give away $5,000 today. Oh, I better hang up. I was calling Kyle Wallace. He didn't win the $5,000. He ain't going to win it. He can't win it. That would be probably illegal. I'm giving away $5,000 today. You guys have been entering the One Call That's All 5K giveaway for 3 months. We have the list, and the list, it's a coveted list. It's a secret list. Nobody knows who's on the list. I don't know who's on the list. They're going to bring the list via armored truck. Okay? It's going to be in a metal suitcase, handcuffed to an agent's arm. That is the list of the names of the people that have been entering for 3 whole months. Our 5K giveaway. Nobody's seen the list. I don't know who's on the list. I'm going to get the list. I don't know when Brink Security or whatever the security company is that keeps the list. I don't know when they're bringing it. When they do bring it, I'm going to try and keep my composure. I don't want to alarm any of you. Don't want any of you to get too excited. Don't want any of you having any heart attacks or having any strokes. Some of you is going to get 5Gs today. I'm very happy to do it. But here's the thing. Because I have done this once, but twice, it seems like. The first time, we used to do it differently, though. This is my second time giving away $5,000. I'm making it seem like it's my money. It's none of my money. It's David Gruber's money. It literally zero of my own money. I mean, I love y'all, but I don't know if that's a lot of 5Gs will move the needle now. That's a hefty sum. But Ben, didn't we used to give away $101.70 once a week or once a month? How often did we do that?
It was every day.
Are you serious? We gave away $100 a day?
$101.70 every day for the first year of our existence. Yes.
That was such a hassle. Because it's not as easy as you guys think. It's not like you call, you win, boom, we break you off a check. You got to fill out paperwork. We need information. We need your email address. And sometimes you all would give us like dummy email addresses or email addresses that you don't check. And so we would send the additional information that you would need to fill out in order to get $101.70. And it was just so much hassle. But I like this better. $5,000 at once. So we're going to give away 5Gs today. I posted it on the social medias, on my Facebooks and all, on the accounts and whatnot. And I had people like texting me, hey, Sherwin, how can I win the money? Clearly, if you don't listen to 101.7 The Truth's wonderful program lineup, I can't help you. So for those of you whose rent is due tomorrow that need to win the $5,000, I don't know what I can say to you. Okay, so being that today is Halloween, I've got some spooky things I want to talk about, including the spookiest thing of them all. On yesterday's program, I announced that longtime Alderman Mike Murphy, who has been a fixture of the Milwaukee Common Council since the 1980s, when Mike Murphy was elected, George H.W. Bush was president of the United States. He got elected in 1989. I was a freshman in high school. About a month or so ago, I just had my 30th high school class reunion to show you how long ago that was. We had not yet entered the Gulf War. The Berlin Wall, depending upon when in 1989 Murphy was elected, I would assume the spring. The Berlin Wall was still up. You still had an East Germany and a West Germany. The Soviet Union was still intact, even though it was fissured. Tiananmen Square protests led to injuries and deaths in that year. There was no internet. Cell phones were a very expensive novelty, and they were gigantic. The technology that we had in 1989 is nothing compared to what we have right now. That is when Mike Murphy got elected. I live in the 10th Aldermanic District. They describe it as a West Side Aldermanic District, even though it does encompass some of the north side of the city of Milwaukee, the St. Joseph's neighborhood, the Story Hill neighborhood. Blue Mound Road is also in the 10th Aldermanic District. And so when I heard that Mike Murphy was retiring, of course I thought about it. Should I run? Should I become the alderman of the 10th District? I've lived there for 20 years. I know the district very well. Know the people, know the churches, know the schools, know people that own homes, know people that rent. I'm very familiar with them. I know what the quality of life is like. I've seen the neighborhood rise, decline, rise, and decline again. Very in tune with the city services that we get, whether it be the recycling or the garbage pickup or the snow removal, which oftentimes leaves a lot to be desired. And I wondered, could I be a better public servant? because it makes no sense to give people the same level of service they have been getting. Could I be better? Could I be more responsive? And I thought about this, and then I said, do I want to trade this career that I love very much? I love this job. It's a very good job. Even on days when I don't like it, I still love it. I don't just love talking to you guys. I love preparing to talk to you guys. The joy is in the preparation. The delivery can go either way sometimes. Y'all have listened to this show. You never know what you're going to get. One phone call from our cast of characters from either of the Als, one of the Sherman Park variety, and then another of the anti-Christian faith. Maybe we get a call from Linda, maybe Lisa, or, of course, saxophone playing one-armed bandit Bob. Where else can you work and have those kind of characters be a part of your workday? But I don't think that those individuals that call this program with great frequency, and, of course, my new favorite, Kiana sent me her check stub just to show me how much money she takes home. But I'd imagine the individuals that call this show and make this show so incredibly great. And there's so many others. We've got the trolls, and we have the people that do the talking and the texting. That's a whole nother crop of individuals. Then the people that chime in on the YouTube stream. Go to YouTube, go to the YouTube app or youtube.com, search 1017 The Truth, and subscribe. But I'd imagine those people are like coworkers that you may have at your job. There's always very interesting personalities. And it's fun. We get to talk about things and argue about things and debate things. I come to find out that it seems like, 78% of the black community is supporting Donald Trump. Makes no sense to me, but some things are always going to be beyond my understanding. Would I trade a career that I love for a new endeavor that I probably wouldn't like? And let me tell you why. I know too much about how it works. I know what the district needs. I know what is lacking. I know what has been missing. I know the areas in which Alderman, soon to be former Alderman Michael Murphy, has been deficient, because he hasn't had to worry about certain areas, because if he doesn't worry about those certain areas, it would never risk him not getting reelected. So there's some things that get neglected because you can't do everything. Contrary to popular belief, and we got to dispel this myth because I'm so tired of it, black elected officials just can't do a bunch of stuff for black people. That's not how the game works. But too many of us think, and we look around the landscape, and even smart black people think this. Oh, well, we got a black police chief, and we got a black mayor, and we got a black county executive, and we have black state senators, and we have black members of the state assembly, and we even have a couple of black folks on the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors. I think nobody really pays attention to county supervisors anymore. And so people think, oh, we got black people all over the place. They're not doing anything. They're not improving our conditions. That's not how it works. There's an obligation to deliver services to everyone, and more in particularly the people that qualify, regardless of race. Now, you can speak on behalf of your people, you can introduce ideas, and you can introduce policy at committee, but do you realistically think that if you have a platform where you just want to do a whole bunch of stuff for black people, that the white folks on that council are just going to let that fly? Of course they won't. And a bigger impediment than them would be the mayor. Would I trade this career that I love very much to work with people on that council that I don't even like? Because that's what the story would be. And so in thinking what I should do, because I want to serve the highest purpose I possibly can and help as many people as I possibly can, and for a very long time it has been through broadcast media, sharing ideas and sharing stories and getting your input and getting your feedback and having very necessary political conversations that I don't think gets had anywhere else on broadcast radio. So as I was talking to some friends last night at the basketball game, the Bucks beat the Miami Heat. Good. The Miami Heat are very disrespectful. It's a disrespectful basketball team. Jimmy Butler and all of his baskets he makes. It's rude of him. I was looking for people to talk me out of this decision. Why would I leave this to? Because I can't do both. Contrary to popular opinion, I can't be running for office and also be on the radio. The moment I would file paperwork to become a candidate, I'm done. I cannot work here anymore because it would be seen as a campaign donation every minute that I am on the air here, courtesy of Good Karma Brands, and I could not accept corporate contributions. Plus, it's messy. Plus, it's a conflict of interest. Oh, and here's the other thing. If I still had a 3-hour daily radio show and I was a candidate for office, all I would do is say, hey, everybody, good morning, vote for me. Hey, here's what I'm going to do. I would just run 3 hours worth of campaign commercials for myself every single day, and y'all would get tired of it. Well, I've reached a decision. I'm going to share that decision with you when I come back. And also, Rhea, we're going to give away $5,000. We're going to make somebody not quite Bill Gates rich, but like Bill Mates rich. Not quite Elon Musk rich, but like Elon Tusk rich. Not Jeff Bezos rich, more like Jeff Mazos rich. And we also figured out the phone system here. Because you weren't here the last time we gave away the money. It was a whole mess because the producer, I don't even know who was producing at the time. It might have been Carrie, it might have been somebody else. They would call, but then not say anything and then transfer the call to me. And there was like a lag time and silence. And so people would just hang up. So we had people that answered, but because it took a second for them to answer and for the call to get transferred to me, a lot of folks would hang up. So here's what I think we're going to do. When they bring in the coveted list, it's going to come in a metal briefcase handcuffed to somebody's arm. You know, the list of the people who've been entering to win the Gruber 5K, one call that's all giveaway sweepstakes. I'm going to call them from in here. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to make somebody rich. But here's the thing. You better answer the phone. That's number one. Number two, can you please be excited? Because the last young woman who won, she wasn't excited. She was like, oh, great. I was like, that's all we going to get? Oh, I'm happy. I mean, whatever. I want screams. The most dramatic winner we've ever had is somebody that won on Tory Lowe's show, and I want every single winner to sound like that. They praised Jesus. She fell down to her knees. She didn't have no food. Her rent was due. She was trying to start a youth program and her grant ran out. It was just like, it was perfect. Jesus, Lord. And then she dropped the phone and she broke her phone, had a call back from somebody else's phone. It was dramatic. That's what I want. I want drama. I made a decision on whether I'm running for the 10th aldermanic seat. Rhea, you're going to want to stick around for my decision. I don't take this very lightly. It's very serious. I lost sleep last night. I mean, not really, but talk about that in a second. You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on a 5K Halloween giveaway. What's your Halloween costume? Any of y'all dressing up for Halloween? Some of y'all are scary just as you are. Kyle walking around here wearing a high school football uniform. You see him? He got eye black on and a jersey. He's wearing his high school football jersey. Kyle is Kyle for Halloween. Kyle is high school football playing Kyle. It's very imaginative. He just basically went in his closet and grabbed a jersey that he was going to wear anyway and is wearing it to work today. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League's 38th annual Black and White Ball is Saturday, November 4th, and we want you to join us in the celebration. Tune in to 1017 The Truth's Black and White Ball After Party Show, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Tori Lowe from 10 to 11 on Saturday, November 4th. So make sure you get in on all the fun by tuning in to the Black and White Ball Show After Party on Saturday, November 4th, 10 to 11 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Looking to buy your first house, expand it to a forever home, or simply want to refinance? At Associated Bank, we've got you. We believe that with the right lending plan and guidance, everyone can achieve their dreams. And Associated Bank is here to get you there. Because believe it or not, your financial goals are within reach. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
What words of encouragement or advice would you give to someone else who either might be in your shoes now, or they might be going through the first initial step of finding out, and their brain might be a little frantic with just a bunch of information and scenarios? So what advice would you give them, or words of encouragement?
I would say don't lose hope. This is not a death sentence. This is a reset sentence. This is something that's, yes, going to change you. It's going to change your perspective on a lot of things that you are going through. It's going to change your body makeup, but it does not define you. And it's something, like I always say, you can thrive through. And surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with a great medical team who advocates for you and give you the best care, because you're worth it. And just don't settle for something you don't know about. Ask questions. Hope is key. I would say having a positive mind, just being positive about life is key with this disease we call cancer.
How are you able to find the right team to go through this journey with you when it comes to the medical professionals that you have?
I did my research. I went online and I looked up the biographies of my team. I wanted someone who's innovative. I wanted to be part of a research program because I feel like my outcome is going to help the next woman or next male that encounters this disease. And so I would say do your research, ask questions, ask about their history. You are entitled to do that. That's what you're paying them for. And find out, what other specialties they have outside of cancer. You could be affected by the treatment, and you're going to need them to understand what that is for you.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer. You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
For the first time in more than 30 years, almost 35 years, residents will have a new council representative at Milwaukee City Hall. Alderman Michael Murphy, age 61, announced Monday morning that he won't seek re-election. First elected in 1989, so what was he, 26 years old? That's the only real job the man has ever had his whole adult life. Got elected at 26, and now he's 61 years old. His pension is going to be heavy. First elected in 1989, Murphy is the longest tenured elected official currently serving in Milwaukee. This coming April, I will have served as your alderman for 35 years, making me the third longest serving alderman in the city's history when I leave office in April of 2024. For those who are counting, that was back in 1989 and 9 elections ago, Murphy said in releasing a letter that will be mailed to constituents. Murphy has been an influential and conscientious voice on the council. After serving as a principal fiscal watchdog, he served as council president from 2014 through 2016 and long chaired the Finance and Personnel Committee. Following the council's election of Jose G. Perez as president, he has served as chair of the Zoning, Neighborhoods, and Development Committee. The son of Irish immigrants and a Milwaukee native, Murphy lives with his wife, Terry Tuttle, president of Hellerman Titan, and daughter in the Story Hill neighborhood. Making this decision wasn't easy, but after long walks and talks with my family and friends, I feel the time is right, said Murphy. In addition to his council committee roles, the alderman helped create and chaired the Housing Trust Fund, the City-County Heroin, Opioid, and Cocaine Task Force, and City-County Carjacking and Reckless Driving Task Force. He founded the MKE Plays initiative to rehabilitate the approximately 50 owned parks and previously served on the Milwaukee Public Library Board, City Retirement System Board, Wisconsin Center District Board, and Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District Board. I will always be grateful to you, the voters, for giving me the opportunity of serving you. I'm also thankful of the many public service employees, my fellow aldermen and mayors whose support and encouragement allowed me to do my job of improving the lives of my constituents. Public service is an honor and privilege. Thank you for granting me that honor, Murphy said. He was elected to the council at the age of 27, having previously served as an aide to Brian Burke, who left his council seat after winning a Wisconsin State Senate election. He holds a geological sciences degree from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Murphy joins veteran politician Mark Borkowski, a longtime county supervisor who has served on the Common Council since 2015, in announcing their intention to not run for re-election. Here's the biggest issue, and there's a lot of them, but this one looms large. We have a crime problem in this city. I don't got to tell you that. A lot of y'all have been victims of it. Car thefts, carjackings, burglary, armed robbery, strong arm robbery, larceny, theft, arson, assault, felony assault, sexual assault, aggravated assault, and the reckless driving is still at a fever pitch. There are so many issues facing this city. How are we going to deal with our equal funding from the Wisconsin legislature that is controlled by the Republicans? We also have to have a relationship with the governor, which I would say is so-so, but I'm not entirely on board and sold by the governor's plan to use our money to rebuild the Brewers Stadium. But if you are a black elected official, regardless of the myriad of issues and the political issues that the public never sees, the conversations you got to have, the backroom deals that you have to make, you got to deal with business improvement districts, you got to deal with tax incremental financing, and you're going to have to deal with a really angry population of voters that does not want two things: the Common Council to get a major raise next year, which is on its way, and dealing with the fact that our sales tax in the city of Milwaukee come January 1 is going to be 7.9%. You know what it is right now? 5.5. Y'all going to feel that, and you're going to want to blame somebody. And I can't say, well, I just got here. I can't. It's not my fault. No, it's going to be my fault. The homicides are going to be my fault. The reckless driving is going to be my fault. Cars getting stolen, people being carjacked is going to be my fault. If you are a black elected official, that is what you deal with. Doesn't matter about all the other things that are going on. And here's the other part. The worst of them all, people that probably need the most help are oftentimes the most politically disconnected. They don't follow along. They're not going online. They don't sign up for this thing called e-Notify, where you can check a whole bunch of different categories, and the city of Milwaukee will send you an email. They'll alert you about different meetings and different committee happenings and different things going on in the city. The people that need that information the most are the most disconnected from it. And so here's what's going to happen. I would be doing all of this work tirelessly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Aldermen do not get an off day. I could just be out raking my grass, and some constituent is going to come and talk to me about a complaint. And then we got to deal with the police districts, and we got to deal with rogue officers, and then we got to deal with all sorts of other things that people don't even pay attention to. And so it's a constant flow of work, and your work is never done. If a single person still continues to struggle or suffer in that district, it's your fault. And then the people that need the most help, that vote the least, that are the most politically disconnected, would get all on their social media and say, our alderman ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He just going to City Hall and collecting a paycheck. When the truth of the matter is, they have no idea the amount of work, the stress, the trouble, the guilt that you feel. The process of creating budgets for the city where you got to slash stuff that was funded, can't fund it no more. The arguments and the bickering and the disagreements with my colleagues and the arguments and the disagreements with the mayor and dealing with everybody else's political agenda. It's just too much. So my decision, whether I'm going to run for the 10th Aldermanic District, is as follows. I don't know. I don't know, Rhea. I've decided that I don't know yet. That's the decision. I didn't say the decision had to be binary, had to be black or white. There's gray area in this. That's all you got to say is,
Yeah.
It's very complicated. It's a lot of things that go into this decision. Because here's the thing. The work that I do now, everybody can hear it. If you don't hear it live, you can go and view a replay on the YouTube, or you can download the podcast and you can listen to my work every single day. If I'm a member of the council, you got to seek my work out, or you have to magically experience your quality of life changing because I got elected, and that may take years. I will go from having my work be on full public display 5 days a week, no, 7 days a week, because you can listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes all the time, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday, Sunday. You listen to it on the way to church. I would disappear for a while. So my answer is I don't know, Rhea. I want to see who else may decide to run, because there might be a very wonderful, fantastic person who would make the best alderman ever. They might be alderman of the year, and I would want to support that person and allow them to utilize this platform to communicate to their constituents. Imagine that I become an alderman and I gotta make an appointment to be on Tory Lowe's show. Dr. Ken would even have me on the show. Well, Sherwin, I liked you when you were a radio host, but now you're an alderman. I don't know. I heard Dr. Ken going on yesterday threatening to quit because it was going to snow today. Were you producing his show yesterday? Oh, it's going to snow.
I was. I told him if he left, I'm leaving.
I heard you're going to finish the show. He was like, no, I ain't. So my decision is I don't know yet. I don't want to disappear, because I would. You wouldn't know what I was doing. I'd be working on stuff at City Hall because you wouldn't hear about it. Because I can't reveal some of the things, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want some of my colleagues to take my ideas. And that's the easiest thing to do. You say black elected officials aren't doing anything. They aren't working. They're not trying. Just based upon you seeing no difference in your life. It's not how it works. The attitude about our politics is so simple. It's too simplistic. Listen to me, y'all. There's people that called in yesterday that said they're going to vote for Donald Trump because gas prices, which the president doesn't control, because gas prices were cheaper. Forget the fact that he appointed 85 white people, ultra conservatives, to the federal bench that will serve forever. Forget the fact that he raised rent on people in public housing that can least afford it. Forget the fact that he's a felon. He's a crook. He palled around with Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophile on a pedophile. None of that matters, because if gas prices were a little bit lower when he was president, forget the fact that he was impeached twice. Forget the fact that he's on trial in 4 different jurisdictions for election fraud, stealing classified documents. Forget all that. Gas prices were a little bit cheaper. I think I'm going to vote for Trump again. Rhea, can we get that clip ready? The one we played yesterday. We're going to play that joke every day. And I'm not trying to change nobody's mind about Trump, but y'all just need to know what actually happened, what he did or what he didn't do for you blacks. All right, my decision is I don't know. I'm going to read some text messages on the other side. Our phone number is 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. I'm giving away $5,000 today, but I don't know when. Well, we don't have the list yet. Or do we have the list? You have it? God, look at it. I want to see who on it. I'm going to be random, though, with it. I'm not just going – I'm going to close my eyes and point. Is it typed out or is it written in sloppy handwriting? Is it an Excel spreadsheet?
It's typed.
Okay, it's a typed list. Okay, it's a bunch of black people on it, probably.
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe a black will win. Well, then I can't be racist. I just got to pick somebody random.
Wait, there may be 1 or 2 white people.
Wouldn't that be something if a white person won? And I dial a number. Do, 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 do. Brrr, brrr. Yellow. I'll be like, damn. Congratulations, you just won the Gruber $5,000 5K. Oh, my freaking God, dude. Martha! Rich! We're Elon Tusk rich. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call, and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
Severe flooding from recent hurricanes and other storms has left hundreds of thousands of cars, trucks, and other vehicles unsafe to drive. Flooded vehicles are supposed to be dismantled for usable parts or crushed for scrap, and a flood title should be issued to that car. But some shady dealers will buy a flooded vehicle, clean it up, and get it retitled with no indication it was flooded. Or uninsured cars will be cleaned up by the owner and sold online, also with no warning to the buyer. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is. Make sure to check for flood damage and have a qualified mechanic inspect the vehicle before you write a check. The free VIN check service from the National Insurance Crime Bureau is a good place to start. Head over to nicb.org to check it out.
To report fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. Behind 33 points from Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks bounced back following their ugly loss on Sunday to beat the Miami Heat on Monday night by a final score of 122-114.
Giannis with a rim rocker comes flying in straight down the middle of the lane and sends it down the chute.
Damian Lillard added 25 and Bobby Portis scored 16 off the bench for the Bucks' second win of the year. The Bucks will play the Raptors in Toronto on Wednesday night. Milwaukee Brewers manager Craig Counsell met with the Cleveland Guardians about their managerial opening on Monday afternoon. Counsell's contract with Milwaukee is all set to expire this week. And lastly, big news out of the NBA overnight. According to ESPN, the LA Clippers have acquired 10-time All-Star guard James Harden in a blockbuster trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brittany said, I thought I was dramatic when I won last time. Brittany, whose show did you win on? She must have won. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure, the morning show has been different Was it Melanie and Joe Brown? Was it Melanie, Joe Brown, and DZ? Was it Melanie and DZ? It wasn't Telly and Denise because they're new. They haven't given away no money yet. Okay, I don't know. Brittany, whose show did you win on? And do we have, oh my God, do we have the recordings of our winners? Of course we do. We have to, right? We have to have them. You don't know? I'd love to just play them.
I'll see if I can find them.
Because the lady that won on my show, she was just like, whatever. Hurry up. Like, I got it. I'm on my way to get some coffee. Just give me my little 5 stacks. And then she came into the studio. David Gruber was here because, we had that big-ass check, the big fake check. Like the big, like, the check for show, not the big-ass check that you take to the bank. And it was filled out, and David Gruber actually signed it in person. So he signed a check. It had $5,000 on it, and we had the winner's name on the check. And, of course, she posed with it. The check was huge. It's like 7 feet long, gigantic check. So we take a bunch of pictures. I'm in the middle of the check. David Gruber's on one side of the check. The woman that won is on the other side of the check. So we posed for pictures. And obviously that's not the check that she cashes. So you know what they did? The check just stayed in the studio for the next 4 months. It just laid up against the wall with the lady's name on it and David Gruber's signature. I was thinking to myself, because it's a dry erase board. I said, I should erase this woman's name and put Sherwin Hughes on this check and go to First Citizens Bank with a big-ass check. Let's talk to. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Nicole?
Question for you.
Okay. What's the question?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nicole.
Okay, so the question is, if you decide not to run for the 10th automatic district, would you be willing to mentor somebody that may be interested, or at least provide, individuals that may not have ever even thought about running for a position that think that they possibly can do it now with the information and the direction for doing so?
Absolutely. I would rather do that, quite honestly. If there's somebody who you got to have like the heart for public service. If you don't have like Lena Taylor style heart, then you shouldn't be doing it. And I don't know if I got Lena style heart to dedicate the rest of my life to public service. Plus, y'all would just kill me. My phone wouldn't stop ringing. My cell phone wouldn't stop ringing. Y'all be emailing me all over the place. I don't know if I got the heart. But yes, I would mentor somebody.
And the reason why I'm saying it, even for my own selfish reasons, right? Because I think I've been listening to you maybe, I want to say possibly 10 years when I think about it. But so I like for my own selfish reasons, because if you do, decide to run, and I understand that you will not be on the radio, and I most definitely need you on the radio. So I want to just make sure that I put that selfishness out there.
Thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate that. You're making my decision tough.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. I don't know what to do. Oh, my God. Here's the thing. I have become accustomed to communicating very emphatically, right, with a lot of passion when I feel deeply about something. Y'all know what I say. I wouldn't change in the council chambers. I would, the media in this town, because I know the media in this town, and some of them are cool. Most are snakes. And most, I'm going to say it. Should I say it? I better say it. Most of them hate black people. Most of the media and the stories that they cover and how they write them are written from a perspective of black people need to go away. They're the source of the problem. So if I get on the council and I still communicate the way that I do, I'm still going to talk about the same stuff. I'm going to legislate a lot of the things that we all have discussed, a lot of the policies y'all have come up with. I'm going to legislate, and the media would destroy me. I'd have no private life at all. No personal life. Y'all already in my business. All in my business. In my business more than Foot Brittany. Foot Brittany being, Sherwin, what you do last night? Sherwin, you go on a date? Ooh, what she look like, Thurwin? Let me see a picture of her. How tall she is, Thurwin? How old that woman is? That woman don't got a nice car, Thurwin. I don't know why I gave Foot Brittany a lisp all of a sudden. Why don't we do this? I got to take a break, come back, want to talk to Danny. Danny, you ain't winning $5,000. That's not how it works. You can't call me and get the money. What if I did that? What if Next person that calls wins. No, I can't do that, right? Okay. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee, it's Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
We want to make sure you join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. for our Black Friday shout-out powered by We Energies.
Black Friday is your opportunity to call into 1017 The Truth and shout out your black-owned business and let Milwaukee know what you have to offer.
So hit us up every Friday at 8 a.m. to shout out your black-owned business on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
You're listening to Black Chamber Radio. December 8th, 2023, the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce will once again bring to life the Black and Diverse Business Showcase. You should be there. Featuring black and diverse businesses from around the state. You should be there. TWBCC.com to register now. You should be there. Vendors, you should be there. Entrepreneurs, you should be there. Elected officials, you should be there. TWBCC.com to register now.
You should be there.
You will never see black and diverse businesses the same way again. You should be there. Register at TWBCC.com today so you can be there. December 8th, 2023.
You should be there.
You should be there.
Hey, Rhea, what are you doing?
Well, I'm online looking to buy a home, but I have no idea where to begin, and I need help.
Have you contacted Excel Property and Contracting? They're locally located on 57th and North Avenue, and they're not just contractors, but real estate professionals who can help you through the home buying process. They can even help you search for and properly evaluate the perfect home for you.
Wow, having a realtor that's a contractor would be great.
Right? Contact Al Cole at 877-277-6817 or visit their website at excelprop.com.
Looking to buy your first house, expand it to a forever home, or simply want to refinance? At Associated Bank, we've got you. We believe that with the right lending plan and guidance, everyone can achieve their dreams. And Associated Bank is here to get you there. Because believe it or not, your financial goals are within reach. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Want to save energy and money? With an energy-efficient home, you will use less and save more. We Energies has simple tips to help you reduce energy costs, like unplug fully charged cell phones to avoid wasted energy or clear furniture or rugs away from vents to improve airflow. Get a free online home energy assessment and learn more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com. We Energies. Simple, smart savings.
This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let's talk to Danny. You're on the new 1017 The Truth. How are you? Danny. What's going on over there, Danny? Sound like you're doing some maintenance. What the hell was the... No, it wasn't. Is that a toilet flusher? No way. That's not. You are not winning the money. Oh, that's embarrassing. Why do people do that? Why do they... No, we ain't hanging up. He called. And you got to be ready to be put on it. That's not. That's a first. And I've been doing this. What is going on?
Danny, please say something.
What's going on over there? This is real spooky. It's Halloween. It's real. I think Danny was going boo-boo.
Well, he definitely farted.
Yes, he did. What's going on? This is not our fault because he's the one that called us. We ain't call him. Daddy! Daddy, save yourself! Okay, I'm hanging up on Danny. Danny going once, going twice. All right. That's not what we thought it was. And nah, it can't be. I refuse to believe. It's like, wait a minute. What? Oh, who is it? Hold on. Let me see. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Hello?
Can you hear me? I know this ain't Danny. Danny! Okay. Was that Danny? I think that was Danny. Well, let's see if this one works. Robert?
Hello there, Sherwin.
We knew this call was
I can't believe you're talking about leaving, man. Oh,
I said I don't know, Bob. I don't know. Well, this thing, if I get elected alderman, you could come to City Hall and play your saxophone in the rotunda. I would do that just to make my other aldermen mad. I would make my colleagues mad. I'd bring you down there to run everybody out of City Hall.
No, the host talent you got would drive you back to that radio. That's what would happen. You can't leave, man. We need you on the radio. You're funny. You're a comedian, a natural.
Ain't nobody trying to be funny, Bob. I talk about very serious things. Nobody is trying to be funny.
Do. That's why you're confusing. And I just want to say one thing right quick, because, I'm not really prepared to call, although I got 1,000 things to say. Just because they win $5,000, they can say, thank you for the $5,000, 107. I'll talk to you later. They don't have to jump up with joy and act like they having a heart attack. What? They ain't winning no $1 million. What are you talking about? I want you to be excited, and please. Thank you for winning the five. I won the $5,000. I appreciate it. And get off there. They ain't got to jump up and act like, oh, thank you, Sherwin. Sherwin. Thank you, 10. Oh, please.
Bob, listen. I hope I don't see you no time soon. Let me tell you something right now. If you see me somewhere, you better run in the other direction. You hear me? You better run as fast as you can if you see me. I want the people to be excited because $5,000 should really be able to help somebody out. And for me to expect a little bit of excitement is not too much to ask for. $5,000 is a nice piece of change, Bob. I know that somebody like you, old sugar daddy, be giving money away all the time. $5,000 ain't nothing to you, but for a lot of people to listen to me, that's some good money.
Sure, and
I know you ain't gonna win it. You bet, Bob. If your name is on the list, I'm gonna cross it off.
Sherwin, listen, I really hate that you're even thinking about leaving because, you're very talented on this, you're very talented. However, just try to remember, ain't nobody supposed to jump up with joy or jump up and like, please, man, you got to thank you, 101 Stebbins, for giving me that. And then get off the air.
All right, Bob, all right. Okay, you over here telling people how they supposed to win. Bob, you can't tell nobody how they supposed to win. They gonna win how they gonna win, how they want to win. You understand it?
You told them how to win. You say jump up. They ain't got to jump up, Sherwin. I will talk to you later, sir.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't talking to me later. Bob just for no reason don't got nothing of value to say ever. Brother Shaheed texted in. What did he say? He doesn't think I should run. Here's the problem. I would win. And that is, no, Rhea, don't look at me like that. 100% I would win. In my career of helping candidates, oh God, I've lost count of how many it's been. I've been helping candidates get elected for, actually my very first client was Lena Taylor in 2007. She was like, we got to stop Scott Walker from getting reelected to county executive. And I said, tell me more. She said, if he gets elected county executive, he is going to immediately turn around and run for governor. And if Scott Walker becomes governor, he's going to ruin the state. I was like, where are you getting all this from? She was like, trust me. She said, I have to run against him to stop him. And she was my very first client. That was back in 2007. So what is that, 16 years ago? I've seen the rise and fall of many. I know how to run a successful campaign, especially in the district that I have called my home for the last 20 years. So my decision is, I don't know. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be back for hour 2. Truth Nation, the time is almost here. Be sure to tune into The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on Tuesday, October 31st, as I will be giving away $5,000 to one of our lucky Truth fans who were entered into the Gruber 5K giveaway. Again, that's Tuesday, October 31st on Halloween, when I'll be giving away $5,000 to one of our lucky fans between 9 a.m. and noon. It may be Halloween, but there isn't anything spooky about winning the Gruber 5K giveaway on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
And at the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
We didn't know what to expect. We were just left in a hotel.
My mom was doing drugs in the house.
Tay and Brianna spent years of their childhood in homes that weren't safe. They were placed in foster care and longed for a permanent, loving home.
I didn't know what my future was.
I wouldn't speak to anyone. I was afraid of everything.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Brianna and Tay were adopted and now feel excited about their futures.
I'm studying to be a chef, and I really want to travel the world.
I'm going to be a mechanic, and I can focus on my career.
Right now, in the United States, there are more than 100,000 children in foster care, just like Brianna and Tay, who need a family now. Learn how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth. The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Welcome to hour 2 of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Oh, look who's on line 1. Oh, it's Danny. Let's talk to Danny, shall we? Hi, Danny. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Sharon? I don't want to know what happened earlier with that first phone call.
Yeah, we don't know what happened either, brother. We have no clue. We don't even know. We was trying to talk to you, but it sounded like I don't know what had happened. How you feeling today? Is your stomach okay? What'd you eat last night, Danny? You okay?
Why you asking me them kind of questions?
I'm just asking you if you're feeling all right. Want to make sure you're feeling okay. If you're feeling okay, we'll move on. Just want to make sure you're okay.
What did you hear?
Huh?
What did you hear?
Nothing. It was blank.
Okay.
It sounds like you in a car now, so you driving somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of suspicious, man. But anyway, yeah, you sure know how to build a suspense, Sherwin. All that build-up about aldermen, and just for you to say, I don't know. But my commentary was just that if you did decide to run for alderman, man, you'd be trouble. You'd be a force. I think you should run, but that's not my call to make. I think if you did run, you'd be greatly appreciated, more than you know. I would vote for you, and I'm sure a lot of other people who aren't even listeners of 101.7 The Truth would vote for you. I think you make a big difference in Milwaukee.
Oh, thank you, Danny. It's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate your words of encouragement. I'm looking for somebody to talk me out of it, because once I win, everything in the city is my fault. And that would be difficult for me to contend with. Every issue, every problem, every murder, every car theft, carjacking, it would be my fault. Sherwin, what you gonna do? You gotta fix it. Potholes in the street, Sherwin. The snow is falling. They ain't plowing the snow, Sherwin. Garbage ain't picked up, Sherwin. And I got a temper. I get mad.
Just let all that commentary go to the wayside, man. Just do what you know you can do. That's all. I think you should run, but like I said, that's not my call.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate your call.
Yep, no problem.
All right, then, Danny. All right, Danny said, I know how to build up the suspense. I ain't gonna, no, but just, we'll be quiet. That's our secret. Everybody, shh, relax. Shh, let's talk to. I got other stories I need to get to. Did y'all know that Mike Pence dropped out of the race for president? He dropped out of the Republican primary, and nobody even cares. Did y'all know that? He dropped out over the weekend. I just found out about it yesterday. I thought it was breaking news. Mike Pence was polling at literally 0%. It was shocking to me. At the same time, it wasn't, because it shows the political polarization of the Republicans. Someone who is much more of a traditional conservative and evangelical, which there are evangelical Christian voters in the Republican Party, right? They've got the monopoly on those voters. And Mike Pence really exemplifies who those people are. And if the Republicans want any kind of return to traditional political values post-Trump, Mike Pence could be a way to do that. He polled at 0%, but then I realized like the looming issue with Republican primary voters. Mike Pence had to appeal to the voters and to the people that were shouting, "Hang Mike Pence," on January 6th, and he could not do it. They were literally calling for him to be hung, and I don't know if y'all saw the footage of them building a gallows. It had a yellow rope. I'll never forget. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. The only other time I have ever seen a gallows, it was because it was some terrifying scene in a movie from the pre-civil rights era where they were going to hang somebody black. But they built a gallows. Like, I'm not kidding you. They showed people. I don't even know where they got the plywood from. It was like a bunch of carpenters that showed up on the steps of the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, and they had the wood and the 2x4s, and they literally constructed a gallows and had a rope and a noose wanting to hang the vice president of the United States. And I'd have to think about that very sincerely. While our politics in the city of Milwaukee are strongly worded and divided, it's not that bad. But running for office and getting elected in the Trump era, it's not the same. When I first started working for elected officials in the, good Lord, the turn of the century, almost a quarter century ago, the differences were small. Maybe they were petty, but it's not, you got to worry about your constituents wanting to kill you. I would be more concerned about that. Like, how do we tone down the temperature of how angry people get? Because a lot of folks are unhappy. I really think that the pandemic did a number on people. I think we got a lot of unresolved issues, and we want somebody to blame. Nobody wants to look inward. We always want to blame somebody else. This has to be somebody else's fault. This has to be Joe Biden's fault. It has to be the Republicans' fault. It has to be the Democrats' fault. It's us. It's our fault. We're blaming everybody else. We're making them individual people with jobs to do. Look, they're legislators. They're executives. They can't heal the world. But we're blaming them to the point where if they don't make us feel better about us, if they don't fix everything, we threaten to kill them. Y'all threaten to kill me, you're going to have to kill me. I don't play that. Somebody called my alderman office. Yeah, Sherwin. I'm going to kill you. I get the caller ID. I do a reverse lookup. I go to their hospital. Come on in. Can't do that as an alderman. You can't pull up on somebody as an alderman. It's terrible. Let's talk to the town. You're on 101.7 The Truth. How are you?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay.
All right. Got two questions for you.
Okay.
If you did decide to run, number one, what would be the first thing that you will fix? What would be your first issue that you will fix? Number two, amongst the people, amongst the other aldermen, which one of those will you are most likely to work with? They don't got to be one. It can be a couple.
I got a few.
I just want to know. You got a few?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you answer that, why would you like to work with them? What are the good things that they bring to the Common Council?
Okay. I think I can answer those. All right, so the first thing that I would work on, so it would be the spring of 2024. So there are a lot of programs and unused grant dollars that help homeowners and seniors fix up their properties. New roofs, new gutters, new windows. I would make sure that everyone in the 10th district had access to all of those programs. We would exhaust that money. I'd have to have several meetings with the District 3 and District 5 police captains and community liaison officers. I would want to know their data of who they are pulling over and why. All right. I would have to make sure that if we had complaints, unresolved issues from the Department of Neighborhood Services where people are doing like illegal dumping and dumping trash and old tires and couches and vacant lots, we get all that cleared up. I would work as hard as I possibly can to get any boarded up vacant properties sold so we can make more homeowners in the district. And the people that I would work with Lamont Westmoreland because of the strides he has made on curbing reckless driving. I would work very closely with Alderwoman Malele Coggs because she is the black consciousness of the Milwaukee Common Council. And I would work very closely with 2nd District Alderman Mark Chambers because his financial literacy makes its way into policy, and we would improve people's spending habits in the city of Milwaukee. What policy we would implement to do that, I don't know, but I like his perspectives on money in our community. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I wouldn't even know I'd have to deal with because there's a bunch of stuff in Mike Murphy's drawer that he ain't dealt with in 10 years, so I'd have to address all that stuff too, whatever those things are. But it would be a quality of life. It would be about people's quality of life.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I just want to add a quick comment. Like, it's important. It's important with discourse when we talking on this show. I mean, this y'all show and Mr. Karma, whatever like that though. But I feel like it's really it's really for the black people in Wisconsin. I mean, Milwaukee, I should say. And I think like we be having a lot of conversations or whatever like that. And then, like, some we disagree or whatever like that or whatnot. I think it's important for y'all, the people that have the sounding board or the soapbox or whatnot like that. To, don't be uncomfortable going back and forth with your listeners, as long as it don't get disrespectful. I think that because sometimes when we go back and forth and we start to get the one up on each other. We start to argue to win instead of arguing or discussing to get understanding.
Fair enough.
That's my time.
All right, appreciate your call. That makes sense to me. But here's why I get frustrated. And I've taken heat for this. Y'all have sent me messages and emails and all sorts of stuff. I don't argue with people or debate with people that have the wrong information. That's when I get frustrated. It'll be factually inaccurate. It'll just be wrong. Or they don't have the proper information. Mark Twain said it, and I repeat it often. I often butcher this quote. It's not what you don't know that hurts you. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. There are people that believe things that are categorically false. They're lies. They got manipulated. They got duped. They saw something on Fox News and they hold it as truth. They think it's gospel. And then they want to debate me on that. Like, I go through the roof because it makes it seem like with all this information we have, with all this internet we got, with all this Google we got, like, you don't know that what you think is completely false. That's when I get mad. If somebody wants to argue with me about something that's wrong. Well, Dr. Anthony Fauci just wants to kill all the black people. Oh, my God. You know what you have to do if you want to kill all the black people for the most part? Not a lot. Not much. Just kind of leave us alone. Come to find out yesterday that you got firefighters, especially in the pre-civil rights movement, white firefighters that would say the house was clear, the house was empty when they heard black people in those houses in burning buildings. I guess that's one thing you could do to kill black people. You don't even have to be covert, or overt rather. You can just be covert in killing black people. Here's a better way to kill black people. Anthony Fauci, the one who's telling y'all to get vaccinated, which, first of all, if there was something sinister in the vaccine, wouldn't we all be dead? Right? Wouldn't our microchips be all like going off at the same time if there was some whatever y'all thought was in the vaccine? You know what else is crazy? In red states that voted for Trump, where they were intensely anti-vaxxer, you should see the death rates. In blue states that Joe Biden won, the death rate from COVID is dramatically lower. Their ignorance of the vaccine killed them. How do you operate in a political climate like that? Every now and again, I don't know if y'all believe this or not, but government does good sometimes. It really does. It helps people. It connects them to resources. It provides them with opportunity. It fixes things. It changes things. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's sloppy. Sometimes it takes, a whole bunch of effort to get some kind of change, but eventually it works. But here's the problem. If somebody who works for the government, whether it be a bureaucracy, an agency, or an elected official, they're so discredited that even if they want to do good, people don't believe them. People do the opposite. And it's very, very tough to navigate that. When people, you an elected official, huh? So you just down there collecting a paycheck. It's a lot of work that goes into that. Like, legislating is not easy. But here's another way that you can kill black people without black people even knowing. You may have a particular census tract where there's no hospital, or people's access to health care or emergency care is limited because it may not be in close proximity, because you got to keep in mind a disproportionate number of us don't have cars for whatever the reason is. And so let's say there was some unallocated dollars, some reprogramming dollars, right? So we get block grant money, every single year. And sometimes that money is either returned to the city or it doesn't get spent. So you might have a couple $1 million just left over, and you can decide what to do with it. What you can do if you wanted to kill black people very covertly is, instead of funding, financing, or building an urgent care facility or having some other kind of healthcare facility in a community where people have to travel extraordinary distances to get some health care, you say, we're going to take this money and we're going to hire more police. You are going to kill more people by not providing additional health care resources than if you hire more cops. Because you can always convince a black community that we need more police. Now, some people will moan and groan about it, but then there's a larger chorus of people that always thinks it's a good idea. You're always going to find an open and willing audience that wants more police no matter what. There could be a whole bunch of other priorities or unresolved issues in the district. They want more cops because we believe that being pro-cop and adding police is anti-crime. It's not. When you add more police, we got to be honest now, that doesn't necessarily mean your crime rate is going to go down. Maybe your response times go down. Maybe. If you're lucky, the response times from when somebody calls the police, calls 911, maybe that goes down. But what you're really doing, and here's the proof in the pudding, when you hire more cops, and I can convince anybody that we need more cops. Oh, if we had more cops, there'd be less reckless driving. Oh, if we had more cops, they could be patrolling more and there'd be less vagrant teenagers skipping school. If we had more cops, we could put them in the schools. If we had more cops, we could have them hanging from trees, whatever. All you're doing is strengthening their union. Unions have political power. I'm going to give you one example of that, and I'm going to take a commercial break. If unions didn't have political power, you think that Joe Biden, no less, would have went out there and picketed with the auto workers? Presidents don't never picket with auto workers, but unions have political power. Right now, what you are witnessing in the state of Wisconsin and really everywhere in the nation, police officers have so much political power with their unions, they're largely unregulated by the federal government. And they get funding from the federal government. And they're unregulated by the federal government because police unions have power. A cop can shoot somebody in the face that had a sandwich in their pocket and take they're on administrative leave while we investigate. And then they're back on the job and then shoot somebody else in the face or in the back or in the stomach or in the butt cheek or wherever they shoot them at. Joseph Mensah, one example. There's many. They have powerful unions. And so whenever you hear somebody saying or campaigning for more police, we need more police, maybe they think that there's a connection between more police and public safety, which I don't see it. Go to some of the safest neighborhoods in southeastern Wisconsin. You can go a whole day and not see a single cop. You won't see a cop nowhere. You won't see him walking around. You won't see him at the Dunkin' Donuts. You don't see them. There aren't any. They don't need them. Public safety does not equate to more police, because if that was the case, I'm going to say this and I got to go. In the communities that have the lowest overall crime rates, violent crime, nonviolent crime, you would see cops everywhere. You would see them all over the place. You see them walking, you see them running, you see them sitting, you see them standing, you see them at the gym. Well, no, you wouldn't, because a lot of cops are fat. Fat cops. Big old fat cop. Hey, come here. Don't make me chase you. 211, 316. I got a runner here. What? That's how they sound, Rhea. Dr. Ken probably was fast. I bet Dr. Ken chased a bunch of black people. Come here. I'll tase you. Taser, taser, taser. And then Dr. Ken would pull his taser out, and he'd accidentally tase himself. 211, 318. I need a medic. He's going to kill me. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League's 38th annual Black and White Ball is Saturday, November 4th, and we want you to join us in the celebration. Tune in to 1017 The Truth's Black and White Ball After Party Show, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Tori Lowe from 10 to 11 on Saturday, November 4th. So make sure you get in on all the fun by tuning in to the Black and White Ball Show After Party on Saturday, November 4th, 10 to 11 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Milwaukee and surrounding areas, prepare to be scared. Boo!
Get ready as the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce presents
The Chamber of Horrors. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October.
from 7 p.m. to midnight. Ages 14 and older are recommended.
Visit the chamber after work hours for a night of horror. Only if you dare.
The address is 2900 West Village Street.
$15 to enter, but you might not leave. Go to twbcc.com and click more for details. So visit the Chamber of Horrors Haunted House, open every weekend in October.
At 29th and Village.
And prepare to be scared.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I'm committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The list has arrived of the individuals who will potentially win $5,000. The list was sent electronically. It has been encrypted. There were several different levels of security. I had to do a fingerprint scan, a retinal scan. They wanted a drop of blood and a little bit of semen. They did. I don't know why they asked for that, but I was like, all right, here you go. What? It's very secure. Like this is a coveted list, Rhea, and it's very secure. So I have it. Yep, this is it, huh? So these are the folks that have entered our 5K giveaway over the last 3 months. Wow, I'm gonna make one of these people not Jeff Bezos rich, Jeff Mazos rich. Not quite Elon Musk wealthy, Elon Tusk. Not Bill Gates, but Bill Hates. So somebody's they're going to have a nice Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, here's something that is long overdue. This is a very unpopular opinion, but I have long held this opinion. In fact, I have had this opinion since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. And it very well may be a policy that I would support. Now, y'all know my answer is I don't know if I'm going to run for the 10th aldermanic seat. The problem is I would actually win, and the weight of the world would be on my shoulders because there's a lot of stuff that needs to get addressed. But here's the other thing that I know about positions. So it's kind of complicated. There's a lot of variables here. when you have a district that is majority, I mean, overwhelming majority African American, in the 10th district, it's got to be 70% black, if not 75% black. It didn't used to be. In fact, you know what we were operating off of when we created the 10th Aldermanic District? The 1980 census. 1980. And that neighborhood, the St. Joseph's neighborhood, Story Hill neighborhood, areas bordering Sherman Park to the west and to the south. That's the Orthodox Jewish community over there. You guys know where that coffee shop is, the Sherman Perk, if it's still there. I don't even know how that guy makes any money. The 1980 census is what they used to create that district. And I'd imagine then it was probably 50 or 60% Caucasian, easily. If not, it might have been 70% Caucasian. Now it's flipped. It's 70% black. And so when you have Caucasian elected officials, and some of them do their best, they do. They try real hard. They try hard. But there are some issues that they just don't understand culturally. To some extent, I agree that people are people, but you cannot legislate on behalf of another race or another culture that you were not biologically connected to. I think that, so here's another example. I think men can do an okay job when they try really, really hard of representing women, but men can't do as good a job of representing women like women can. And sometimes men, in representing their constituents, half of whom are women, make fatal mistakes, like abortion. Sometimes men do stupid things when they legislate on behalf of their woman constituents. Caucasian folks, who sometimes mean well, here's the other thing, sometimes they don't, can make really stupid mistakes. If you are a black elected official representing a majority black district, you cannot make those mistakes. You got to fix all the stuff for the black people. Because I've listened to y'all just drag Barack Obama down. And it pains me because I know where it comes from. Put him up against another president. Who? Barack Obama was a more successful president than Abraham Lincoln. Barack Obama was the most successful president in all of American history, but they don't want us to think that because that might inspire us to run again. So they nitpick him. Well, he didn't do this and the black people didn't get that. The things that Barack Obama did, here's the thing. You can't just do stuff for black people. You do stuff for everybody and black people are going to get a piece of it. But the way y'all drag him down, you minimize it. So Barack Obama didn't do nothing, but here's what's weird. Those same black folks will say Trump was great because gas prices were cheap. Gas prices were probably cheap under Obama, too. I don't remember how much they were. $5.27, I don't know. Probably cheaper. Let me get back to my unpopular opinion. Why are we still allowing kids to trick or treat? Why? It's stupid. It's dangerous. It's outdated. It's ridiculous. Listen to me, y'all. Y'all don't even answer the door when somebody comes and knocks on your door and wants to ask you a question and you got a neighbor that moves in, they want to introduce themselves to you. Y'all know you don't answer the door. If you hear somebody at your door, you check your Ring camera, right? Or you check your cell phone to see if anybody calls you, see if anybody texts you to let you know that they were coming over. And guess what? If your phone hasn't rung and you don't have a text message from somebody that you know saying, hey, I'm at your house, you don't answer the door. Why are we taking candy from strangers? Think about that for a second. We don't trust one another. Neighbors aren't neighborly anymore. Now, I don't want to say that universally. It depends on the community that you're in. Some people are friendly and neighborly. But even the people on my block that I'm friendly and neighborly with, I wouldn't eat their food. I would not consume anything that has been in their house because I'm built different. I don't trust people like that. I also will not eat a black woman's spaghetti unless it's my mama's. Y'all know what that is? Y'all know about that one? Rhea, you know about that? You don't know about it? Oh, I just ruffled some feathers with that. If an African-American woman says, here, let me give an example. Foot Brittany. Hey, Thurwin, What foot, Brittany? I made you some spaghettis. I'm not going to eat it. Why not? Third one. I don't know why she has a lisp, but she does now. Third one. It's delicious. You're going to love my spaghettis. Do y'all know the wives' tale with that? Now y'all Googling. Do not, men, gentlemen, don't do it. That's just one example. I can't eat everybody's food because I don't trust how they conduct themselves in their house. You got to think about this. And I got a story right here where they found a nail in a piece of candy. Why are children going trick-or-treating? It is literally getting candy from strangers. You do not know. And here's the thing. You go trick-or-treating with the kids and they dress up in little Halloween costumes. Yay, and it's fun. And you go to all these houses, whatever, and you get all this candy. You don't know where that candy came from. You can't track where this Milky Way, where this Snickers, where this Butterfinger came from. So if there is something dangerous or poisonous in that candy, it's very, very difficult to track where it came from. I just think it's a really horrible idea and it needs to be outlawed. We can do other things. You know, we can have little block parties, little Halloween parties where you know everybody, right? You get a group of people together on the block, maybe. But just to have random kids just go and get candy from strangers, because you do not know what people could be doing to that candy. And I don't want to stereotype here. I really don't. But I was Facebook friends with a person. They're no longer Facebook friends with me anymore. And they were having a holiday party, you see. I have a lot of trouble saying this word. It's very difficult to say. We even had, we do a holiday gift exchange here at 1017 The Truth. And we do a little Secret Santa thing. And one year I had Melanie. And this was the gift that she wanted. So I got her this, I can't pronounce it, charcuterie board. How you say it, Rhea? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's where you got the meats and the cheeses and the nuts and the spreads and the jams and the jellies.
Give it one more try. Let's go.
Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne board.
Yep.
Charcuterie.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Well, this lady who I was friends with on the Facebook was having a holiday party, and she's taking pictures of the Charlemagne board with the meats and the cheeses and the nuts and the spreads and the crackers and the things on the Charlemagne board. Okay. And I looked, and it was on she had an island in the kitchen. It's an island, like a little, island. The countertop with wheels in the middle of the kitchen. And I looked at the picture of her. She said, "Oh, we're going to have a nice holiday party." She captioned it. "We're going to have a Charlemagne the God board, and we're going to have wine." Right? Her cat was on the island where she was cutting up the meats and the cheeses for the Charlemagne board. What is it? Oh, no, Rhea, don't you dare. No, you do not agree with that.
No, you said Mel, right?
I bought Mel one, but that wasn't Mel who posted the picture.
Oh, okay.
This was a Facebook. I'm use Mel as an example because I bought her one. She wanted one.
Gotcha. I'm with it.
But I wonder if Mel would let her dogs taste test food. Come here, Petey. What are her dog's name? Melvin and...
What we won't do is dog her dogs out.
No, I'm not. I love Melanie. I love her to death. But her dogs have people names. It's like Emma and... I think her dog's name is the same as my parents, Emma and Eugene. It's Petey and Rosie, I think.
No.
It's not. Do you know what her dog's names? I know
do.
You know. One of them is Emma. Paul. Paul is one, right?
Yeah.
And the other one is Rosalinda. Juanita. Tamika. What's the other dog's name?
I'm not telling you, no.
Is she here? Melanie! She probably ain't here. Paul and Winnie. Winnie. Am I close? Mabel. Thank you, Brian. Paul and Mabel. Melanie, oh my God, Mabel, come here. Here, taste this. I love Melanie. She's wonderful.
Mabel's a sweet dog.
Oh, you met her before?
Oh, yeah. Paul and Mabel. They're the best.
And they're not small. They're big dogs, right?
They're big. They're cute.
I'm sure they are, but pet people are different. Anyways, I'm digressing. So this lady who was Facebook friends with me post a picture of a Charlemagne the God board, charcuterie board, and her cat is walking around in the background. And so I was disgusted about it because cats shed, right? They do, and cats are disgusting. I'm sorry. Get mad. Recall me if I get elected alderman, but cats are nasty. Most people that have cats cannot smell the fact that their house smells like cat urine because you get used to the smell. Most people that have cats, if they wear black, unless their cat is black, they go out in public with cat hair all over them. It's so filthy to me. And it's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's just a little cat hair. First of all, it's never a little cat hair. It's so nasty. And I'm thinking to myself, this woman who I was Facebook friends with, we are not Facebook friends anymore, has her cat walking around on the same surfaces where she is cutting up food for the charcuterie board, the Charlemagne board. You know, the thing with the meats and the cheeses and the nuts and the jams and the jellies. And so I posted that picture on my Facebook page. I said, hey, everybody, what do y'all think about this? Man, the black folks dragged her from North Carolina to Alaska. They went in on her. Some went too far, as you know, people can do on social media. But here's what I didn't think about. She saw the post. Woo! She was mad at me. But I was just illustrating the cultural differences between them and us when it comes to how close we let our pets get to the food that we are preparing. I should have taken a break, right? I'm late. When are we going to give away this money? I got the list. Should we wait? How long are we going to wait? Somebody need this money now. The rent is due tomorrow, so they need to know.
We got to wait for Kyle.
Got to wait for Kyle for? What do you got to do with anything?
Do we get the phones right? I'm not responsible for this.
I'll be responsible for it. I know how to do it. Here, I'll do this right here. See that right there? I got the number. I just go like this here. And dial the number. Or I could go like this, dial the number, and then when I get them on the phone, I'll be like, right there. They heard that on the air, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Did y'all hear that? Here, text me if you can hear the dial tone. Because that means when I call somebody, you'll be able to hear them. All right, I'm going to take a break, come back. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be back shortly.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened and we know things happen and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease and he's on dialysis and he wants to get on the list and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute, even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit Versity.org today.
Looking to buy your first house, expand it to a forever home, or simply want to refinance? At Associated Bank, we've got you. We believe that with the right lending plan and guidance, everyone can achieve their dreams. And Associated Bank is here to get you there. Because believe it or not, your financial goals are within reach. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Calling all dessert lovers. Craving something sweet and delicious? Look no further than Rashida's Creations, your one-stop dessert shop. Indulge in Rashida's heavenly cake slices, available at 48 local stores near you. Or treat yourself to the finest flavors that'll satisfy your cravings. Like Rashida's Strawberry Crunch Crumb or Rashida's Sweet Cake Jars, which are now available to ship across the U.S. Follow Rashida's Creations on Facebook at Rashida's Creations or place an order directly from their website at rashidascreations.com.
You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Nikki said, I have my ringer on. Y'all gave away that damn money yet? No, Nikki. Cool your jets. And then I asked if you guys could hear the dial tone, because I got to make sure that my phone I have in the studio dials out. Typically, studio phones are the phones that hosts use to answer calls. We rarely make calls from our studio phone, but mine can make calls. Mike from Mill Road gave me the thumbs up. Apparently, when I tried to call Kyle to test the phone when we were on commercial, people heard that whole exchange. They heard the dialing and the... That's fine. Axel says, animals in your house are nasty. Animal hair floats in the air. It lands on the toilet paper in your bathroom. When women wipe, it's on the toilet paper. So what all is being eaten when having oral sex? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa. That's disgusting. That's a little much. I got a lot of comments I can say about that, but I probably should stop. This is a family show. 414366 said, heard the dial tone loud and clear. They also say, I grew up with superstitions that cats take your breath away while we sleep. So no cat either, only dogs. I cooked spaghetti for the family. They were quite and look at me funny. When they explained to me, I was laughing so hard it became the joke of the family gathering. I wish I did have the kind of power over a man. I'm divorced now. Don't you dare. This is an African-American old wives' tale. If a woman really wants a man to love her, to like her, for this man to be under this woman's spell in a way that he cannot explain, all of a sudden, just like magically, he is just intrigued and enthralled by this woman, she will prepare a dish of spaghetti. And I'm not going to give you the rest. But right now, let's talk to Andy. You're on 1017 The Truth. How are you?
Doing well, Mr. Hughes. I called with one point. Can I make three very quickly?
Sure.
One, Pescetti, that does explain a little bit my relationship with Wilita. I'm only half joking. Two, I cannot believe the anti-cat propaganda I'm hearing from the listeners. Yep. And three, I disagree with your joining the Christian campaign against trick-or-treating and Halloween, and I encourage you to, in fact, eat more of your neighbor's food. It's a collective event, and we need more collectivism. That's what Halloween is. It's showing your trust and scaring one another and dressing up like a shmoo.
What the hell is a shmoo?
Shmoo is a malleable being that looks sort of like a ghost, but can become any kind of shape. It is pliable, almost like a translucent putty or Play-Doh.
Transgender?
No, transparent.
Oh, okay. It sounds racist. Call somebody a shmoo. That's like a new racial slur. Hey, Rhea, you're a shmoo.
I would support that, and I remember I was hoping you could get this to take fire, and that is for people to say Waukesha as a kind of diminishing of our neighbors to the west. They are schmoos.
Those Waukesha people are going to be very mad at you, Andy. Thank you for your call. This has been the scariest part of my Halloween. Your phone call. This has just been terrifying.
Embrace trick-or-treating.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you. There's no Wylita. Should I say the name of the person that shows up on a caller ID? When the man calls, it's Deborah to show up on a caller ID. Who was Deborah, man? Ain't no Wylita. His phone isn't his mama name. I'll bet you it is. Calling from Deborah's phone. Mayville, Wisconsin. The police department in Mayville, Wisconsin say a nail was discovered in a Tootsie Roll during trick-or-treating on Sunday. Police report that the nail, about 3 centimeters in length, was inserted into the end of a larger 3 or 4 inch piece of candy. According to the police report, the family traveled on Henninger Street to Breckenridge Street to North Clark Street to Kikoski Street back to Henninger. It's a kid activity. You just can't believe someone would ruin this for any kid, said Detective Scott Petrak. Back in the day, so back in the 80s, some of y'all Generation Xers will remember this. My mama and dad used to have to smush the candy to check for, because they used to do that. They used to put needles and pins in the candy. Y'all remember that? And we would have to go through the candy before we could eat it. They should have outlawed trick-or-treating back then. You should not be taking candy from strangers. Here's what's crazy. A stranger on the street offers a kid some candy. Oh, no, stranger danger. Oh, don't take the candy. Instead, go to their house and get the candy. It's the same stranger. Let me say how bad it is. Do you know that the sheriff's deputies have to go and knock on the doors of pedophiles during trick-or-treat? I don't even know what they do. You know about that, Rhea? Every trick-or-treat, they'll announce the trick-or-treating dates for whatever the year is, and the police go and they visit all the people that are on the sex offender registry list, because kids will go unwittingly to the sex offenders' houses. And you know the sex offenders, they got the best candy. I don't have the small Milky Way. I got the whole one. I've got the big king size. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your passion and support has helped make Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association best radio show in the state of Wisconsin.
When did this word become so powerful that a person would go to jail, injure, or take another person's life? When did we give this word and other people power over us to ruin our lives?
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
I'm attorney David Gruber. You've heard our slogan thousands of times, but we are much more than just one call. We are one team, one community, one family, and we're the one law firm that can get you the results and compensation you deserve after a serious accident. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's general manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
What got me through this time was surrounding myself with positive people and just educating myself about cancer and making sure I know like the do's and don'ts with nutrition, making sure you get an accurate amount of sleep, and reaching out to my physicians whenever there's a problem, a question that needs to be answered. The more you know, the better you know, and the more active you can be or proactive about your health care. And so that helped me through this time. Now, this is silly, but I'm going to say I'm a foodie. What got me through this was just cooking, and just that brings love to me. That brings love to my family and some normalcy, right? And so that brought me joy, and just going out for walks, just trying to live my best life doing that, and making sure I say yes to going out and being around friends and hanging out with them and just being positive, because it is mind over matter. And I believe that the mind, the soul is going to help you through something troubling like cancer and recovery.
For someone who has a family member that's going through breast cancer or just any type of cancer, what are some things that you would recommend they do in order to be supportive?
I would say you don't have to make a grand gesture to let them know you're there. Sometimes a phone call just to check in, like, hey, how's it going? I'm here for you. Sometimes asking people what they need is stressful. Just give them what you feel they need, whether it's a blanket, a care package, a candle, inspirational notebook, anything like that is going to bring light into their life. It's going to bring joy to their life because it's a positive gesture. It's a loving gesture.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer. It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Four 14366 says, "Oh my gosh, you are hilarious. You make so much sense. We teach our kids not to talk to strangers or take candy from them, but once a year we allow it. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. It is too dangerous." Now LT texted in and says, OH, comma, "I was allowed to go trick-or-treating once as a kid. It was the best time ever. Most stories about finding things in a candy bar are urban legends. Not true. It actually happened." I got a story right here. Was a nail found in it. Y'all don't y'all understand that there's people that want to do bad stuff to kids? Like, do y'all not know what world we live in? And LT, when you went trick-or-treating, it literally was the 60s. LT is a senior citizen. LT, he's old as hell. When we got free, first thing we done did is we went trick-or-treating. Yes, may I have some candy, sir? Please, Mr. Sir. We will find one story that happened many years ago about a nail or a razor blade and won't allow kids to do fun things. However, this weekend and tonight, there will be a lot of black people driving to white neighborhoods to get them full-size candy bars, 100%. They did something either in Wauwatosa or in Washington Heights or the Highlands, I'm not sure, where you had to, like, register your kids. Y'all hear about this? I have not had a trick-or-treater come to my door in a decade. I live in a black neighborhood. We ain't answering the door. Are you kidding? In fact, seriously, I have not had a trick-or-treater come to my door since good Lord, like 2013 or 2014. And so here's what I did. It must have been a year prior. Because it was crazy. It was like every 30 seconds, they pound on the door, little bastards. They get mad at you if you ain't got no candy. Usually, if the people don't have any Halloween decorations up, just go past their house. I don't never put no Halloween decorations up. That stuff is evil spirits. I don't do all that mess. That little bastards pounding on the door. Is my daddy in there? I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. And so I was like, you know what? I don't even want to be at home. I found out when trick-or-treating was. I think that year was like from 1 to 3. And I said, I don't even want to be at the crib because I don't want to deal with them knocking on the door constantly, ringing the doorbell constantly. So I went to my parents' house, which was worse because Brown Deer, the trick-or-treating was in full force. But my parents had candy, though. But I let them give the candy out. I wasn't dealing with them kids. Axel says, dogs are also nasty. I mean, I see the love that people have for their pets. Also, if you grew up with a pet, your like understanding and perception of dogs and cats and gerbils and whatever, ferrets, which are disgusting, is different. I didn't grow up with animals. I wanted a dog. My dad had my back. Emma, the boy, wants a dog. 'Cause I was the only child for a bunch of years. I wanted a dog. Everybody else had a dog. I wanted a dog. My mother was like, no, I don't want dog hair on the furniture. I don't want the dog jumping up and down all over the place, all over everybody coming in the house. So my father and I obviously lost that battle. My first political loss was to my mother because she wouldn't let me get a dog. Now, I grew up with people that had pets, but I never had one of my own. But now I see the intense responsibility. The vet bills, that's like insuring another human being. And the other thing is, a woman who has pets, she's got to make arrangements for her pets to go out of town, right? If she has kids, obviously she's got to make arrangements for, with the kids too. But having pets can be just as bad. So now that I'm out here on the market, I'm out here in these streets, one of my criteria, actually two of my criteria, no kids, no pets. Good luck to me, because 99% of y'all got both. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be back for hour 3. Truth Nation, the time is almost here. Be sure to tune into The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on Tuesday, October 31st, as I will be giving away $5,000 to one of our lucky Truth fans who were entered into the Gruber 5K giveaway. Again, that's Tuesday, October 31st on Halloween, when I'll be giving away $5,000 to one of our lucky fans between 9 a.m. and noon. It may be Halloween, but there isn't anything spooky about winning the Gruber 5K giveaway on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
At the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
We need each other, now more than ever. Because every someone needs someone else.
We need each other. Because when we work together, we can do so much more.
When we work together, we connect more children with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And that's what Child Fund is all about.
Together, we co-create, support, and sustain connections that lead to greater well-being for millions of children facing poverty.
Which also benefits their families, their communities, their countries, and you.
Because when you make someone's world better, you make everyone's world better.
Child Fund. Because we need each other.
To learn how Child Fund works with children in 24 countries to achieve their full potential, visit childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
Join the livest radio show in Milwaukee, Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Listen every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Wait a minute now. Everybody relax. Damn it. Hold on, we gonna get it. Okay. I don't hear nothing. Oh, it's ringing.
Hello.
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 Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Is this Patricia?
Yes, who am I speaking with?
Sherwin Hughes! You just won $5,000! $5,000, Patricia! You're rich. Not really, not intergenerational wealth, but you just won $5,000!
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes, congratulations. You just won our Gruber 5K giveaway. Patricia, we are so happy for you.
Gosh.
Oh, look at the audience here at the 3rd Street Market House clapping for you. Patricia, what are you going to do with the money?
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh my gosh. I sound like this is a joke.
Oh, it ain't no joke. You won the money, Patricia.
Oh my God.
See, this is the excitement that I'm talking about. I'm very glad you're excited. I'm sure you could use the money. You do whatever you want with it. Treat yourself. Take care of some bills. Go on a vacation. We thank you so much for being a loyal, faithful listener of 1017 The Truth, and I am happy that you are the one that won the money. You're welcome. So here's what we got to do. So you ain't gonna tell us what you're gonna do with the money. So maybe I need to stop asking.
Oh, well, I am going to pay some bills. Oh, my gosh. You just don't know. Oh,
Patricia, hold on. Compose yourself, woman.
Okay.
What radio station just made you a $5,000 winner?
Oh, my gosh. 101.7.
All right, Patricia, hang on now. Please don't hang up. We ain't done with you yet, so somebody going to talk to you about getting you all the money. So, all right, hold on there, Patricia. That was very nice, wasn't it? She was genuinely excited. But here's what's crazy, though. So there are names on this list that are texting right now that are loyal listeners, callers, and texters. So if Patricia didn't answer, the next person that I would have called is someone that is literally texting as we speak. So, but I told y'all all week, really for the last couple of weeks, to make sure you answer the phone because it's one call, that's all. We only gonna call you once. Y'all hear Patricia? She's sounding like, she's like, who this is? This sound like my ex-husband. Reginald, what you want? I told you can't come over, Reginald. And then she found out it was me, and she was very happy. See, that's the kind of reaction that we want to get. Thank you, Carrie. Your services are no longer needed. Patricia just won the $5,000. Unless you want to sit down and you want to chop it up, Carrie. You don't want to chop it up? Come on, let's talk. What you want to talk about? Oh boy.
What happened?
Kyle just said you haven't eaten yet, and we know how you can be when you haven't
I have
eaten.
not eaten yet. He understands.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't talk.
That's fine.
You doing okay?
Shout out to Patricia, man.
Yeah, she was very happy.
Always love helping the people in the community.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Carrie. I mean, I don't even know what we talk about. Who's having sex with who? Relationships. Sexy Red, Sexy Chopper, NLE, Youngblood, whatever. I don't even know who these people are. What happened now?
Who are you going to be for Halloween?
Sherwin Hughes is scary enough. Don't we have like a thing here? A
Tomorrow.
party? Why is tomorrow? Tomorrow's November 1st.
Well, we're having it tomorrow.
Did you see the conference room up there that's decorated with Taylor Swift stuff? What is that?
One of the rooms. It must be the Taylor Swift room or something.
We have themes.
Yes. Were you not at the one last year?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, so every room gets decorated by people who work here at GKB. You got an email sent to you telling you what team you're on.
I'm on a team?
Yes, and your team puts together a room, and you decorate it with a theme. And somebody wins for the best themed room.
You mean to tell me that I was put on a team to decorate a room for a contest and I didn't read my damn email?
Yes.
Rhea, did you know that I was on a team? Are we on the same team? Is this your fault?
No, it's not my fault. And you're on a team. I'm on a team too.
Well, what did my team do? What if I don't like it?
Well, you should have been a part of it.
When did
emails. If you don't vote, you can't complain.
Wow, pressure. You got me with that one. Okay, hang on a second.
Not you about to go look for it right now.
I just want to know what my team did. I got to get to know more people that work here. This would have been a great team building, bonding exercise for me to work with some of my teammates here at GKB on building the theme room. Because you know what I'd want it to be. And it probably wouldn't be just truth people on my team, right? It's all the teammates, right, on different teams, right?
Can I guess what it would be?
What do you think it would be?
Sherwin's Weed District.
You'd make a weed room?
Why would you say that? No, I wouldn't. No, I'd make a slave ship.
That's worse.
I'd make the white people feel real guilty. I said, that's right. Come on up in here. Come on up.
You gonna make them pick cotton?
We'll go crack the whip.
This is our, where's the whip sound effect at? This is our slave ship themed room. Here you have authentic cotton. Here you have slave teeth on the ground.
There goes a little pickaninny running around.
That's awful, Carrie. That's terrible. I don't know what my theme would be. But so can I take credit? If I'm on the team.
Are you going to be there at the party?
I hadn't planned on it.
Okay, so then it doesn't even matter, honestly. This entire conversation is nothing.
Yeah, but if my team wins, I want to be able to get some credit for it. I hope my team make the Taylor Swift room, because I wouldn't like that. That's not what I would select. That's not.
But if they win, you going to take credit for it?
I mean, I guess so. I'll be a Swiftie. I'm trying to figure out what Taylor Swift's appeal is. Is she just like the white Beyonce? Is that's what I thought. Like she occupies the space, because if we have a groundbreaking musical artist, the white people copy and try to have one for their audience. Like with Little Richard when he did Tutti Frutti, then Pat Boone had to come on with Tutti Frutti. Or, we've had our own black rock and roll musicians. We had our Fats Domino and we had our Chuck Berry, which gives rise to what's his name? Bill Haley and the Comets and Elvis and all those other people, right? So whenever we have a musical artist, the white people need one for their audience as well, because they can't just have the black person selling all the records. So Taylor Swift is the white Beyonce. She got a movie, Carrie. Did you see it? You saw it?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for Beyonce to drop hers, honestly.
That's right. Beyonce's doing it too. Okay, I'll go see the Beyonce one.
Yeah, and I saw the concert.
Oh, that's right, you did. Was it wonderful?
Yeah, it was really good.
Who was better, her or Usher? Because you went to Vegas to see Usher.
I'm going to say Usher only because I'm a fan of Usher. Like, I love him. Like, I love me some Usher. Beyonce, I'm not a part of the Beehive, but I can appreciate her voice and I can appreciate some of her songs.
If Corey said, all right, Carrie, for one night only, you can hang out with Usher. Would you go?
What do you mean by hang out?
You know exactly.
Like, are we just
like
kicking it?
Yeah, you kicking it, all right.
Like, if it was a day in the life of Usher and I get to like tag along, yeah, I would go.
Okay. And then at the end of the night,
no, I would go home to my respectable living establishment.
Fair enough. All right. Just wondering if you would take the hall pass.
No, not at all. That's disrespectful.
Does Corey have a celebrity crush? And if he does, would you give him a hall pass?
No, he like Lotto.
Oh, gosh.
I like Lotto too, not in that way. She is very beautiful. You like Lotto?
I get them mixed up.
Who?
Who's the one? She's
bow, bow, bow.
She's
bow.
immaculate. What is her name? She's got the red curly hair. She's so thick.
Ice Spice?
You think she's fine, Sherwin?
Oh my God.
Ew.
Really?
No, are you kidding me?
She's like 19.
As far as I understand, that's old enough to go into the military. And if it's old enough to go into the army, that's old enough for me. I ain't gonna marry her. I would just like to take her.
I know you ain't gonna marry her. You want to do other things to her
I
and
take her to
manipulate
dinner.
her with your old self.
First of all, why? Oh, I love you brought that up. Why is it that women can have their preference of wanting older men because they're more established, they're more mature, they're all those things. But if we men want a younger woman because she doesn't have all the issues, doesn't have all the baggage, ain't got 7,000 kids, then there's something wrong with us.
You want to go there?
No.
No, because I can go
Please
there.
don't.
I can go there because the crazy part is, how much older are you than her? If she were to be 19, I don't 100% know, but how much older are you than her?
Like 7 years.
10 years? Okay, that's different. If it's a 10-year age gap, you're 30 years old, you want to be with a 40-year-old, okay. But if you almost 50 years old trying to be with a 20-year-old, that is disgusting. And vice versa.
She's an adult.
And vice
Why
versa.
are you disrespecting a grown adult woman? See, women got to stop doing that. Yes, you are. You're trying to say that she is not. She is an adult. She is a successful recording artist.
What, 12 months? And what does that even mean? She can't even drink legally yet.
She can have a
and
Diet
this is
Coke.
me assuming she's 19. I don't know if she's 19.
She might be 32 and just look good.
No, but I know she's younger than like 22. There's a really big difference. And I say that for women who are cougars and like they little 18-year-olds as well. That is nasty.
Ice Spice is 23 years old.
Oh, she's in the range.
She was born in 2000.
That's still nasty.
That's unbelievable how y'all say that. And here's what's crazy. I think as women get older, y'all know, whether you want to admit it or not, that your stock goes down. So as women get older, they can't do anything about women that are younger and prettier because y'all used to be younger and prettier because we value youth, and youth is associated with attractiveness. So if a man values youth and attractiveness, assuming that the woman is growing, and 23 is growing as hell, then it's a problem when I want to date somebody who is youthful and attractive. When women spend unlimited amounts of money, time, and energy trying to look as young as they possibly can. But if we go get a young girl, then we're the problem. And it's only older women that get mad. Carrie, you ain't old yet. But when you get 40, you're going to be bitter. What you mean you want somebody 31 years old? She can't do nothing for you.
You think men aren't bitter?
No.
You think old men are bitter? Do you think you're not bitter?
I'm very sweet and the opposite of bitter.
We're not going there.
I ain't bitter. I'm well-adjusted and happy.
Okay.
Brian said older women are jealous. Hell yeah, they're jealous. When the competition amongst women is very, very real. Because a lot of times when a woman says, I can't stand so-and-so, so-and-so make me sick. So-and-so is probably very, very pretty. So-and-so is probably a lot younger. So-and-so probably has big natural perkies. That's what, I can't stand her. She's so stupid. I can't stand this girl in my work. What's her name? LaToya.
Don't say LaToya. We love LaToya.
Oh, we have a LaToya here?
Yes. Oh, my God. Yes, we do.
I don't know all the people that work here.
Sure went.
So I come to find out, because I was talking to Danielle and Cassandra yesterday, and there was another person sitting at the table. So we just talking about some business stuff, blah, 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 blah. And like, we're going to get Jackie involved, and Jackie, and then us. And they're going on and on, and Jackie's going to be helpful. And I'm like, hey, I got a question. They're like, shut up, Sherwin. We're still talking about Jackie, and we're going to do this. And I said, who is Jackie? And Jackie was sitting right next to me. I didn't even know who Jackie was. Nobody introduces me to these people. That's a complaint that I have. How am I supposed to just know these people?
Jackie got hired maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
Why is that a complaint when you just get to know people? Who are you going to complain to about that?
Aren't we supposed to know the coworker? I also come to find out that I'm on a team to decorate a themed room upstairs, one of the conference rooms, and didn't nobody tell me about that.
Which was an email.
Y'all expect too much of me. Like, seriously, I'm only one man. I can't.
If you don't vote, you can't complain. If you don't check your emails, you can't complain. If you don't participate, you can't complain.
Look at this. Kyle got a look. Kyle wearing a football helmet.
Look for two.
I can't believe I'm seeing this.
My goodness.
Look at the helmet. Don't even fit his head. Look at the helmet. Oh, is he? Please get him on camera.
Look for two.
Wait a minute.
Look at it. Look. Oh.
Is this your Halloween outfit?
I'm Kyle Wallace from 2007.
This man is him. I told y'all about this earlier. Kyle is himself in high school as his Halloween costume.
Look at the leg. Get the legs. Okay. Gotta go on YouTube.
I know my YouTube viewers is gonna fall to 0.
Where's Bob at? Bring Bob.
No!
On. Bob, if you listen, call in.
Yes, Sherwin. Guy, touchdown, Hughes.
I can't believe this. Woo!
I unplugged my headphones.
This is Halloween, huh? This is Halloween, huh?
Can't do nothing with these black folks.
What is happening?
Okay, I need to take a break.
Wait, somebody said, I changed my mind. You will make a horrible alderman. I don't know what
That's racist.
they were talking about.
Why would
I think you just ruined your case for people to vote for you.
No, they're going to vote for me. I'll make the best alderman.
Woo!
I'll be the best alderman ever. No one has ever altered the way I've altered. I'll be such a good alderman. They'll love me. The blacks, what do you have to lose, you blacks? Bunch of blacks. Look at your schools. Look at all the crime in your neighborhoods. You blacks come from an S-hole country. That would work. If I just said, because a bunch of folks yesterday called defending Trump, and this one right here on line 1, he's another Trump defender. All I got to do is be disrespectful to black people and then promise that gas prices are going to be cheap and everybody would vote for me.
Not me.
And if I told people I grab women by the hoo-ha. What?
They're texting. I'm out.
Okay.
I love y'all.
We love you too, Carrie. Don't be a stranger. All right, I'm take a break, come back, and I don't even know what to do. Kyle just came in here wearing a damn football helmet, dreads hanging out the back. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be back in like 2 minutes.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League's 38th annual Black and White Ball is Saturday, November 4th, and we want you to join us in the celebration. Tune in to 1017 The Truth's Black and White Ball After Party Show, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Tori Lowe from 10 to 11 on Saturday, November 4th. So make sure you get in on all the fun by tuning in to the Black and White Ball Show After Party on Saturday, November 4th, 10 to 11 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Milwaukee and surrounding areas, prepare to be scared. Boom!
Get ready as the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce presents
The Chamber of Horrors.
Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October.
From 7 p.m. to midnight. Ages 14 and older are recommended.
Visit the chamber after work hours for a night of horror. Only if you dare.
The address is 2900 West Village Street.
$15 to enter, but you might not leave.
Go to twbcc.com and click more for details.
So visit the Chamber of Horrors Haunted House, open every weekend in October.
At 29th and Village.
And prepare to be scared.
Looking to buy your first house, expand it to a forever home, or simply want to refinance? At Associated Bank, we've got you. We believe that with the right lending plan and guidance, everyone can achieve their dreams. And Associated Bank is here to get you there. Because believe it or not, your financial goals are within reach. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Al, you're on the air. Look here, man. You don't want to call me. Say something.
Well, I'm just mystified by your little crush on Ice Spice because I recently saw a commercial and I thought it was a Special Olympics commercial and I realized that was
terrible thing to say. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because guess what? When people listen to this show, when you call in, they also probably think that it's a Special Olympics commercial. Why are we messing with the Special Olympics? That's not funny.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right. Oh, you were recently talking about Trump being convicted and couldn't be elected, but there's been a precedent for that, and that was Mayor Marion Barry. You remember that guy?
Marion Barry was running for councilman and mayor of Washington, D.C. They felt bad for him because he had a crack habit. If Donald Trump had an addiction problem, the amount of sympathy that he would get from Americans dealing with addiction is different. Trump is just a crook. His businesses in New York have gone into receivership because they're about to break them up and sell them. Did you know that? And you would vote for somebody like that because of his business savvy? Rhea, get the clip.
I don't think the judge is going to do that. The Supreme Court judge.
They've already listen, man. Listen, I got to be your source of information because clearly your algorithms is only giving you the fun stuff about Trump, not the actual stuff about Trump. His businesses have already gone into receivership. It's already been adjudicated that they're felonious, that he used fraud. It's already been. Why are you not following this, man? Why you got to get this information from me?
I'm following the appeals. The judge froze it because you know what that's going to do to every person that sells a luxury brand in New York?
Every person that sells a luxury brand in New York is not committing fraud to do so, Al. Come on, dog.
It's going to make them liable for fraud and to have all businesses that sell luxury products or put a valuation of luxury value on a product make them fraudsters. Now, you can proclaim any value you want, but it's only realized when somebody else pays that value. It's just a fictitious number. A value is a fictitious number until it's paid for by somebody else.
I want you to listen to something, okay? From the Associated Press, the Trump Organization is trying to determine the sweep of Tuesday's ruling that Donald Trump is liable for fraud and what it means for the future of the former president's namesake businesses, his attorneys say. At a pretrial hearing on Wednesday, Trump attorneys said they did not know which part of the company the ruling applied and were starting to work out what may need to be dissolved to comply with the judge's surprise decision. He has to dissolve his companies, Al. What about that is fictitious? A judge has ordered that. That's not speculation. That's not Joe Biden. They're saying he has to dissolve the companies, man, because it's been adjudicated that they're fraudulent.
That judge is not the final say. You got 2 more layers above him.
Until his appeal gets heard, the businesses are being dissolved.
No, the appeals court froze it.
All right.
They said it's not going to be dissolved.
Well, here's what I want you to do. I need you to keep listening. Rhea, please play it. Just play the whole thing. Just play it. Play it. They don't understand.
To be honest, this is probably going to be and I'm going to say this at this table, the most pro-black president that we've had in our lifetime.
So had that asked me, I would have said, before you praise this president for being pro-black, before you praise this president for caring about ethnic communities and marginalized populations, do your homework. Well, some of y'all didn't do your homework. They didn't do their homework. So let me tell you just a little bit of research, not just him personally, but also some of his policies. Perhaps before they went and sat at this table, they should have done their homework. Because if they had done their homework, they would have known that President Trump has ramped up mass incarceration by instructing Attorney General Jeff Sessions to revitalize the war on drugs. They would have known that of the 87 picks for federal judges, 85 have been white and just 1 has been black and 1 has been Hispanic. They would have known that President Trump supported the Department of Justice engaging in unlawful voter purges, making it difficult for blacks to go and vote. They would have known that Trump is ending protection for predatory lenders, which disproportionately harm black people. They would have known that he is ignoring the affordable housing crisis by ordering HUD to triple the rents of poor tenants in public housing, which mostly affect black people. Do your homework. They would have known that he is proposing cutting $200 billion over the next 10 years from supplemental nutrition assistance programs that will bring more hunger in black and brown communities. They would have known that Trump is worsening the health of black communities through environmental deregulation, which disproportionately harms black people through exposure to pollution. Now, that's just a few on the policy side, but you don't have to go too far to ask what about him personally would make me know that he is not pro-black. I'm glad you asked, because in 1970, Trump's real estate company tried to avoid renting apartments to black tenants and gave preferential treatment to white tenants. He began his 2016 presidential campaign with a speech disparaging Mexican immigrants as criminals and rapists. Y'all remember that? In 2016, he said of people of color, you are living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs. Hold on, I'm a product of HBCU, and I'm a product of black school systems and black teachers. Don't you ever tell me that my black schools are... Hold on, I ain't done. He says you have no jobs, so what do you have to lose from electing me? In 2017, Trump said 15,000 recent immigrants from Haiti all have AIDS, and 40,000 Nigerians once seeing the United States would want to go back to their huts in Africa. He spent years suggesting that the nation's first black president was not a citizen of these United States. He called Puerto Ricans who's criticized his administration's response to Hurricane Maria. He called them politically motivated ingrates. Hold on, but he called those who marched beside white supremacists in Charlottesville, Virginia, he called them very fine people. He hired Steve Bannon, a white nationalist, as his chief strategist. He called Haiti and other African nations S-hole countries, and he's taking credit for an economy that has not been built on his administration, but was built on the backs of 8 years of hard work under the Obama administration. Negroes, please, don't you come up in here talking about this is the most pro-black president that you have ever seen, when the record suggests that he cares nothing about people of color.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you considering a career in media? With the help of the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Foundation, you can be a part of this exciting field. The WBA is offering 4 scholarships, 2 for $2,500 and 2 for $1,500 to assist students enrolled in broadcasting or related educational programs. Students who have completed at least one half of their degree or graduation requirements are eligible to apply online at www.wbafoundation.org. Applications must be received by 4 p.m. Friday, November 3rd.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I know how much you love listening to me bring all the smoke each and every day from 1 to 4, but now, not only can you hear me bring all the smoke, you can watch me bring all the smoke because the award-winning 1017 The Truth is streaming live. Watch all your favorite shows live.
Yeah, Truth Nation, you heard Tory Lowe right. We are streaming all of our shows live every day. To watch the best radio station with the best on-air hosts in Milwaukee, you have to go to 1017thetruth.com and click the Watch Live link. From there, you'll be able to stream us on YouTube and Twitter and get an inside look on all the fun, like watching me from noon to 1 as I do my daily fire freestyle live. Now you know your girl got them bars, right, Benjamin?
Yeah, Mel, you got them bars, and the truth is must-see TV. So make sure y'all tap in to see my boy Tory Lowe and my girl Melanie Ricks to do their thing live every day by streaming 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter. We live, baby.
Severe flooding from recent hurricanes and other storms has left hundreds of thousands of cars, trucks, and other vehicles unsafe to drive. Flooded vehicles are supposed to be dismantled for usable parts or crushed for scrap, and a flood title should be issued to that car. But some shady dealers will buy a flooded vehicle, clean it up, and get it retitled with no indication it was flooded. Or uninsured cars will be cleaned up by the owner and sold online, also with no warning to the buyer. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is. Make sure to check for flood damage and have a qualified mechanic inspect the vehicle before you write a check. The free VIN check service from the National Insurance Crime Bureau is a good place to start. Head over to nicb.org to check it out.
To report fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League's 38th annual Black and White Ball is this Saturday, and we want to bring the celebration to you. Tune in to 1017 The Truth's Black and White Ball After Party show, hosted by Dr. Ken Harris and Tory Lowe on Saturday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Dr. Ken and Tory will be joined by the who's who of Milwaukee, and they might even have a couple of surprise guest stars. So make sure you get in on all the fun by tuning into the Black and White Ball After Party show this Saturday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. I guess I don't need to read this one. It says, Milwaukee, the time is almost here. We've been entering our Truth fans. Congratulations to Patricia. She won the $5,000 today. The Truth is home of Marquette University High School football. The Hilltoppers kept it rolling last week and look to advance to the WIAA football state semifinals this week as they host the Fond du Lac Cardinals at Hart Park. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. High school sports on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, presented by Gruber Law Office, is a one call, that's all. And if you want $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for your black-owned business, go to blackbusinessgiveback.com. We've teamed up with Associated Bank to help rebuild the backbone of our community, our black businesses. For official contest rules and to sign up, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. So I'm going to read your text messages. Dude, these messages on the YouTube stream are insane. Y'all are crazy. And then I'm going to read the ones you guys sent to 833-212-1017. And I also, Rhea, did you know that I got a letter from jail? Somebody sent me a letter from the joint.
I'm not sure why it's taking you so long to take that with you or do what you need.
This was not in here yesterday.
It's been in here. It's been your holder for the last 3 weeks. Sir.
No. That's something else that was in here. I have another letter. This letter.
Take them both.
I read this one already.
We'll take it.
You need to relax. Calm down. Everybody needs to chill out today. Halloween got y'all feeling some kind of way. So this letter, no, it's dated October 27th. They just sent this. So this just came. All right. Well, plus, clearly, he ain't going nowhere. Right? So I ain't got to worry about dude getting out and missing me reading his letter. So I'm going to read that in a second. All right, let me see what they're saying on the YouTube here. Gerardo says, Happy Halloween. Zuri Tribe says, Hey, Truth. Zuri Tribe says, Run, Sherwin. Go for mayor. I'll vote for you. No, thank you. Movado says, Good morning. Barbara Smith says, Exciting morning. Sherwin, we can hear that phone call. That was back when I was testing the phone a couple hours ago. Travis Henderson said, just have Tory run and help him. Tory's run for office before. Did y'all know that? Tory's run for office at least once, if not twice. Kiana, hang on a sec. We'll get to you in a second. Jury Tribe says Tory would be amazing too. I thought the $5K was for commercial space on the show. No, Zuri, it's $5,000 in cash courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. I just read it. We're giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising with Associated Bank, so those are two separate things. Oh, and then somebody remarked on Danny's phone call. Did that really happen, Rhea? That happened, huh? And then when I brought it up to Danny, he was like, huh? Well, that sounds kind of unusual that you would bring that up. Like, come on, y'all. You need to know something for future reference. If you call, we gotta put you on hold because there's like a billion different things going on at once. I got, stories that I'm reading from on my computer. I got to check this thing over here to see what's playing next. I got the YouTube stuff. I got our talk to text line. I got stuff I got to read. So when you call, we're going to put you on hold. But anytime that you are on hold, like I'm not going to give you a warning when I pick up. So if you call, Rhea's going to answer. She's going to put you on hold. I can click you on air at any time. Linda does that too. Linda be rolling a joint and doing God knows what. And I put her on the air and she says something embarrassing. Y'all got to be ready now. Okay, what do I got to do next? Bunch of y'all telling me to run for mayor. That's a trap. Because y'all wouldn't vote for me. It's a lie. People say, oh, Sherwin will support you. My first fundraiser, would nobody show up. Hey, y'all told me to run for mayor. Yay, y'all told me to run for alderman. I'm doing what the community wants me to do. I'm having my first fundraiser. Crickets. I go to my fundraiser, and it would be tumbleweeds just rolling across the floor. Wouldn't nobody even be there. I would need more than your vote. I need your money. Siaki said, lastly, it's your fault I didn't win the $5,000 because you blocked me on the talk to text line. I ain't got nothing to do with you winning the $5,000, dude. Travis said her dogs' names are Paul and Mabel. I'm not going to read that next comment, Travis, as a response to something that somebody else said about cat hair being in the air. Not going to talk about that because that's obscene. You guys are a bunch of perverts. Congratulations, Travis said to, what's her name, Kendra? Patricia? Patricia won the money, $5,000. Barbara says congratulations. Marquina says congratulations. Travis said if you don't apply for it, you have to be caller number, whatever they say. Okay, now they're going back and forth about how you get on the list to win the 5Gs. Okay, that's enough. Zuri says, it's because the women young be crazy. Take your age and be with your age. Sherwin a mess. I have dated women older than me. In fact, her name is Kim. I call her Kimmy. Kimmy is like 10 years older than me and we went out dancing one night. I'm like, this old broad ain't gonna be able to dance. Yo, I couldn't keep up with her. We went on a boat. You know they got them boat cruises. You get on the boat. It's like $5, $10. You get on the boat and it goes up and down the Milwaukee River and it goes out to Lake Michigan. They got a DJ. Play the hits all night long. Play Daryl Hall and John Oates. Play Michael Jackson. Let me tell you something. From when we got on the boat to when we got off the boat, this woman did not stop dancing. She didn't stop dancing for 2 hours. That's not how this works. You hear something, oh, okay, I do my little two-step. Do my little two-step, and then another song comes on that I don't really like. She kept dancing, and I try to walk away. Where you going, tiger? And she would just grab me, and I was dancing with this woman the whole night. I said, I can't keep up with all this dancing. I ain't built like that to dance all night. Let's talk to Kiana. Kiana, hi.
Hey, about time. Listen, I have one statement and one comment.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Statement. I need y'all to change that. You should change it to 5 winners win $1,000. 5 callers. Give everybody else a chance. And the question is, how far down on that list was I?
I don't know. I didn't. You got to keep this in mind.
The person that was next was texting you, and I was texting you, so I just wanted to know.
30 people were also texting at the same time. So you were on the list. How far down, I do not know. But you got to keep in mind, we've been entering people to win 5 days a week for 3 months. Do the math on that. Like that's a lot of people. It's a lottery.
I know. But you still should think about it. 5 winners, 1,000.
I got to talk to my guy, David Gruber, about that. I got to see what he has to say. Because it's his money.
Let me know.
All right, well, let you know. I'll let him know that that's how you want to change it. Bye-bye, Kiana. That's not going to improve our chances of winning. All right, so let me see. I got a letter here from Antonio, Milwaukee County Jail, Pod 6A, Cell 41. Can I read his booking number? Is that too revelatory? So for those of you that have been listening to me for a long time, when I was at WNOV, I would get so many letters from people that were incarcerated, either locally at the county jail, at the Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility, or at a variety of prisons in the state. I would get so many letters so often that I did a segment. It was called Letters from the Joint. And every week I would read some of the most interesting letters that I received from inmates. And a lot of it I had to forward on. If they were a state inmate, I would forward it on to like state senators or members of the state assembly, because like they oversee the Department of Corrections, and some were like really egregious complaints that I couldn't do anything about. But then the reason why I had to stop doing Letters from the Joint, okay, is because there was a guy. It's like a 6-page letter. I read the entire thing. And he talked about how he was incarcerated for not committing a crime at all. Get this now. And I read the whole story. He was very eloquent in how he explained his case. There was a young woman who was suffering a lot of emotional and physical abuse at home. He took her in. He clothed her. He made sure that she went to school. You know, she had a bunch of friends that were very bad influences. He kept her away from those friends, but apparently she had a best friend who also was dealing with an abusive home. So he took them in too and raised them essentially like sisters. And he tells this story about how he wanted to care for these 2 girls who were abandoned and or abused by their biological parents. Okay. And so as I'm reading the letter, somebody called in and said, hey, Sherwin, I know who that person is that's taking care of these 2 girls who were kicked out of their houses, who were being abused at home, blah, blah, blah. And it said when they caught him, he was driving a gold Bentley because he was a pimp and he was human trafficking those girls. And guess who the person was that called me to tell me about the person whose letter I read that actually was a pimp? One of the girl's mothers. And I never, ever, ever did letters from the joints ever again, because a lot of times the inmates will want to tell their story to get sympathy from the listening audience, get sympathy from the community, when they actually did commit really heinous crimes. But if you ask most people that are incarcerated, they're going to say they didn't do it. They got framed or they had a bad lawyer. But when I read that, because I actually felt bad for the guy, the way he described it, he was like, you know, they needed clothes and they needed shoes. But then as I'm thinking about it, I was like, yeah, he was totally pimping these girls. And then when he said, oh, she had a friend, and the friend was her best friend, and the friend also had a really abusive home life, and I took her in too. He was pimping both of those girls, and they were like 13. So he got like 30 years. He got a lot of jail time. So I have a letter right here, and it's titled, oh, I don't know if I can read this, Rhea. Oh, I don't. His handwriting is immaculate.
I wonder who it is, because I got a letter from Joe when I did the jazz show. Did he tell you what crime he committed? Was it the armed robbery?
No. This person is not talking about So I'm just skimming through it right now. I don't know if I can read this. So I'm going to read just what I'm looking at, just on page 5 here of, how many pages is this? 6 pages.
Front and back?
Yeah. They definitely killed and died to maintain their access to brown vagina. So that's one statement. Where I stand on miscegenation. So race mixing. That's miscegenation is interracial marriage, interracial dating, interracial relationships, and that's what it's titled. The top of page 1, it says where I stand on miscegenation. I just want to start off acknowledging that it is my literal belief that the creator of the heavens and earth has nearly unlimited creative options available to him. It, they, whatever, in parentheses. And thus, if he desired my or our brown skin to be the color black as our hair is, the creator would have made our skin black, not brown. I have made a conscious decision to reject programming and narratives to the contrary. Let me pause there. Maybe I will read this. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee, it's Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
We want to make sure you join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. for our Black Friday shout-out powered by We Energies.
Black Friday is your opportunity to call into 1017 The Truth and shout out your black-owned business and let Milwaukee know what you have to offer.
So hit us up every Friday at 8 a.m. to shout out your black-owned business on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Looking to buy your first house, expand it to a forever home, or simply want to refinance? At Associated Bank, we've got you. We believe that with the right lending plan and guidance, everyone can achieve their dreams. And Associated Bank is here to get you there. Because believe it or not, your financial goals are within reach. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are proud to share an encouraging story from The Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
I feel if you're comfortable, it's important to speak on it. You know, at work, people are going to discover something's going on with you because you're going to be out. Your body's going to change. You're either going to gain weight, you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose hair. Your whole makeup is going to change, and how you respond to people is going to change. So it's okay to say, hey, I'm just not doing well. I'm going through something, and this is what it is, and I need your support. Do I have your support? So don't be afraid to say something is wrong. We are strong Black women, and we do hold the torch, and people come to us for so many things, but it's time that people help us when we're dealing with something like cancer, and we need the help. We should not be in this alone. And it was important for me to speak up on it because I wanted to continue to work. I wanted to continue to live my life each day and not have that interrupted. So it was okay for me to speak up on it, and hopefully somebody can see how well I'm adjusting to it, and when it happens to them or someone they know, that they know they're going to be okay. And if you're not going to be okay, you got to understand what that is, and you want to speak on that as well and get the help that you need. If you don't ask, you may not receive that help, and it may be too late. I was proactive about my care, and I didn't ignore something. I didn't ignore that lump under my right arm because it wasn't under my left arm. It was that simple, like something's here, but it's not on the other side of my body. What could it be? And the worst thing that it can be, and we always go to that, oh, it could be cancer. Okay, so it's cancer. What are we going to do about it? We are going to fight it. We're going to thrive through it, and we're going to give you the best care possible to make this disease go away. And that's all you can ask for. And the sooner you do that, the better life you will have, the better outcome you will have.
1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands is proud to celebrate the fight against breast cancer. This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Your rent is due tomorrow and it's probably too expensive. That is why you need to start on your journey toward home ownership. Hi, my name is Sherwin Hughes, and I'm speaking on behalf of Axe Housing. Did you know that when you work with Axe Housing, the average is about $800 you'll be paying for your mortgage? Axe will pair you up with a coach. They'll put a plan together for you. They can even help you get more money for down payment assistance. So do not let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axehousing.org, ACTShousing.org. And call Al Cole at XL Property and Contract. Once you get your house from Axe Housing, you can call Al Cole at XL Property and Contracting, as they do remodeling services, property management services, and cleaning services as well. And they're located right on 57th and North Avenue. Call Al Cole at 877-277-6817, 877-277-6817, or visit their website at xlprop.com. So I'm going to read this letter in its entirety, but I'm going to read it tomorrow because I want to read the whole thing, and I only got 4 minutes left before the superstar comes in here and does her show. Do you know if Superstar's here today? She'd be so famous doing all the busy things, doing all the sideline reporting, talking about Melanie Ricks. 414-426. Y'all talking about old dudes getting young things with perkies. That's when Carrie was in here. There's nothing wrong with a man wanting to date a younger woman because younger women want to date older men. And it's interesting to hear women who, I support women, I believe women, I support women no matter what. But if a man wants to date a younger woman because he values youth and attractiveness, then women are quick to disrespect that younger woman by saying she's immature and she's being manipulated. I'm talking about grown adult women. So make that make sense. Like, women support each other. Good, you should. But then if a man wants to date a younger woman, we automatically discredit and defame that younger woman like she's an idiot. Another thing that we do, if American men are tired of American women, and some American men are, they've dated American women, married and divorced American women, and they want to date women with a different cultural background, and they go to another country to find love, y'all talk about foreign women like they're animals, like they're unsophisticated, they're uncouth, they're stupid, like they're backwards, like they're Neanderthals. That's so disrespectful. If a woman said, hey, Sherwin, American men just don't do it for me. I've had a lot of issues and problems with American men, the way they're raised, the way they're socialized. I want to go to another country and find a man who's raised with different cultural and traditional values. I would wish her well. I would say other men in them other countries are stupid and they're not going to take care of you. They're not going to love you. How dare, what's wrong with you that you can't find an American man? I would send her on her way and hope for the best. Bunch of haters. That's all y'all are. Y'all just be hating. 414-426 says, run that cash incentive program past me again. Coworkers were talking loudly in the cafeteria. $6,000 from who? So if you want $6,000 of advertising for your black-owned business, 414-426, you go to blackbusinessgiveback.com and sign up. The Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. Y'all should know how that works. We've been doing it for 3 years. LT says, old man can be dated a woman in her 20s, and older women will say that she groomed her. The grammar was a little messed up, but I think we get where you're going. Brittany says, she said, I made plant-based spaghetti. You should try it. No way! Ain't no way I would eat Brittany's spaghetti. Brittany's spaghetti, she only makes it once every 28 days. Nope, I ain't eating it. What else you say, Brittany? I mean, it looks good. So you use plant-based meat is what you're saying in the spaghetti. Nah, I ain't eating that. Hell no. If I was starving to death. Imagine if I ate Brittany's spaghetti and I came into work the next day and did my show the next day. I was like, yo, I just can't stop thinking about Brittany. I want to feel her skin on my face. I just want. Zach, you don't know about this. You're too young. Never eat a black woman's spaghetti. Don't. If she invites you over to the house and says, hey, Zach, hey, DJ Brother Z, I made some spaghetti. You want to eat it? You probably be happy. Yeah, absolutely. You don't like spaghetti? Well, then good. You should be safe. Don't eat it. Chicken Alfredo, you might be safe. Well, she might put breast milk in it. Oh, he just winked. He just winked his eye. Have you ever tasted breast milk? Rhea, have you? All right. Just curious. Just watch it. Have I? You're wondering if I, Sherwin Hughes, have ever tasted breast milk. That is what the people are wondering. And here's what the answer to that is. Thank you guys for listening. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Coming with straight truth.
Because they thriving off of the lack of knowledge. But it's a new day. And a lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of things that we understand to be true was socially engineered. Somebody sat back in a room and was like, hey, what if we get them to do this? You know what I mean? And they had a lot of money. All I'm saying is they want us to stay bots.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
We put our lives on the line for our country. We braved the unknown. We did what we were told. And we lit up. Our cigarette packs were as valuable as the packs on our back. Maybe more. At one point, cigarettes were part of our daily ration. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And boy, we were smoking them. Bumming a smoke was the norm.